Sharkies girl through and through, but I just have a feeling.
Just have a feeling?
I just in my waters.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't want to probe that any further. I wish you well on your skedaddles.
Later, skaters.
And no doubt we'll hear from you at halftime.
Yeah,
okay.
fingers crossed.
Yeah.
See you guys. Have a good call.
Ruan Sims joining us here in the boardroom, and she's off for Parramatta and Canberra tonight at Western Sydney Stadium, and it will be her delight to be with you until 10 o'clock tonight. Now, the Warriors and Sharkies in the dressing rooms. We just got vision of the Sharkies with their final warm-up. Michael Carianis, how do you see this one?
Yeah, I'm going to go the Warriors at home, despite the players that are missing from their forward pack. I know the Warriors, the Sharks are missing a fair few players as well, but yeah, the Warriors at home.
And I know you're tipping Cronulla, Luke Lewis, but it's a game that it's going to be tough for them. The Warriors, even with a few out of their own, they're really good, especially at home.
Yeah, they are. They're a great side. They don't beat themselves. They complete well. They make it very, very hard. They've got a packed stadium over there as well, so it's going to be tough for the Sharks to win, but obviously I'm going to go the Sharks to win by 8.
So Cam McInnes is leading out Cronulla Sutherland and their team. Fullback William Kennedy. The wingers Sione Katoa in 20 and Ronaldo Mulatalo, who scored 9 tries in his last 9 games against the Wars. Centres Jesse Ramian and KL Iro. 5'8" Braden Trindle. Halfback is Nihai Peru. The lock forward Cam McInnes. Second row is Teague Wilton and Billy Burns. Front rowers are Tobias Eric Rudolph and Jesse Colhoun. Hohepu Peru is the hooker in jersey 18, and a bench of Mawani Hiroti, Oregon Kafusi, Sifa Talakai, Tom Hazelton, Jaden Beryl and Tukahau Tapua. The coach Craig Fitzgibbon. It's Kale Iro's 50th game, by the way. Can't believe it's that few. So the Sharkies are out on the field. Bit of dew about at Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland. And the Warriors team to soon follow. Fullback Tane Tuapiki. The wingers are Dallin Watene-Jalesniak, and he has scored as the lights go out. A brilliant sight at Mount Smart Stadium. The pyrotechnics are underway at both ends of the ground, and out come the Warriors for this game. The fullback Tane Tuapiki, wingers Dallin Watene-Jalesniak, who scored 12 tries in his last 8 games against the Sharkies. He's on one wing and Alafiano Camperera the other. The centres Ali Leotoa and Adam Pompey. The 5'8" Chanel Harris Tavita. Halfback Tamaree Martin. The lock Aaron Clark. Second rowers are Jacob Laban and Marata Niokore. Front rowers Jackson Ford and Tanner Stower Smith. The hooker Wade Egan. And the bench is Mikala Tafua, Eddie Iremaya Tuava, Dimitri Vaimbonga, Kalis Fadialofa, Jason Sears Saulolo, and Charles Nickel Klukstar in jersey 22. The coach Andrew Webster. The referee Jared Sutton. The touch judges Dave Munro and Belinda Sharp. Chris Butler is in the bunker. So about ready to go. NRL Saturday. 2 games today and only 1 tomorrow. Will be on air from midday at Leichhardt Oval. West Tigers take on the Gold Coast Titans. Scott Sorensen, Penrith's multi-premiership winning forward, will join us for the pre-game show. And it's going to be Cronulla to get us underway, running right to left as you look at your radio. If you're on ABC Rapid, ahoy there. If you're just listening on a normal radio, welcome. Or are you on the app somewhere? Hello. Here we go. Warriors to get first use of the footy. The countdown is on, 2, 1, and Braden Trindle gets us underway, and he sends a kick down to the northwest corner of Mount Smart Stadium. It's caught 5 metres out from the goal line, and the return comes from Ford, and he's driven across field 10 metres out from his own line, put the ground 5 metres in from the western touchline. Wilton was involved there with KL Iro. Now comes centre field left for the Warriors, still 10 metres out from their own line. Really good opening couple of tackles here from the Sharkies. Ball played to Wade Egan. He spins it away centre field left to Clark. He's going to be taken here by the second row of Burns over the top. Also in there Trindle on the Warriors 20. Egan goes left to Towers Smith. He runs into the defence of Cam McInnes. Also in there the front rower, and that's Colhoun, 29 out from the Warriors line. Egan to the right to Apiki. He's caught about 14 short of halfway and plays it on the last. Comes to the right. Martin with the kick off the right boot, 13 short of halfway, very shallow. Down to the left wing. It's caught now by Kennedy. He's been in great form and he powered through Jackson Ford, taken by Towers Smith and one other defender coming through as well in Laban. As now on play 2, Cronulla gets to within 8 metres of halfway. No score after the opening minute. Laban comes up here with the tackle on Iro. Plays the ball to Peru. That was Nihai, the halfback. He sends the ball right edge as Cronulla work it within 2 metres of halfway. It's played now and Peru, the hooker, gets it away left this time to McInnes. He's caught by Ford and Clark. 6 metres in Warriors territory. Dummy half Kennedy. He works it away left Colquhoun. Taken by Clark over the top. 37 out from the Warriors goal line. On the last. Comes right. Trindle the kick from 38 metres out. Got plenty underneath it down to the left wing. And it's taken beautifully. No, Pompey dropped it. And it's straight in the hands of Cronulla. That was a shocker from Adam Pompey. And there all over was Sione Katoa. 15 out. So 6 more. Coming up now for the Sharkies as McInnes turns it into Rudolph. He's going to be taken by Tower Smith, Ford, and one other 11 metres out from the goal line. Egan plays the ball now. Happy Peru goes left McInnes. Linked up with Colquhoun. Wrap around pass back to Happy Peru. He goes right to Will Kennedy. Kennedy takes on the defensive. Harris Tavita flung to the deck with help from Pompey. 6 out from the Warriors line. 2 gone. No score. Sharks attack. It comes open side left. McInnes got the pass away to Colquhoun. And Jesse's going to be caught 8 metres out from the goal line. 3 defenders in there, including Niokore. 2 tackles left, Cronulla Sutherland. Play to Happy Peru, goes left. Pass away to Wilton from Trindle. Knocked to the deck, 3 metres out from the goal line. Ford was there with Martin. Played, it comes open side right. Trindle puts a little stab kick in goal. Tuapegi's back there, grounds it in time. Goal line dropout for the Warriors. Was 2 minutes 45 gone. No score. What a start by me. What a start by the Sharkies, Luke Lewis.
Yeah, really good start by the Sharks, all with their attention to detail and defence. Absolutely brilliant. Their first couple of tackles, the Warriors couldn't get out of their own end. Their first, 3 tackles, they're still locked inside their 10. They come up with a really nice set with the ball in hand, and then they get a repeat set here.
Short line drop out by Chanel Harris Tavita. Goes near the western touchline. The ball knocked back and then dropped by the Warriors. Tamaree Martin couldn't hold on. So it's going to be a Sharks ball. About 15 metres out from the Warriors goal line. 3 minutes 20 gone. No score. It looks a Warriors kind of night too, Michael Carrianos. Very dewy and humid at Mount Smart Stadium.
Yeah, it is. Players are slipping all over the place there. But, yeah, big opportunity here for Cronulla to score the first points of this game.
So now for the Sharkies, play the ball. And Rudolph does so to Happy Peru. Goes right to McInnes. He forwards it on. And the tackle is going to be made here on Burns. 9 metres out from the Warriors line. Another great opportunity here early for Cronulla Sutherland. Play that comes left to McInnes. Crushed to the ground 3 metres out by Stower Smith and Ford. Plays the ball to Happy Peru, dummy half again. Goes left to Trindle. Dummies. Goes himself. Can't quite get there. Caught 2 short of the goal line by Egan. He plays the ball now. Happy Peru puts in a stab kick. That was a curious decision. Dived on by Jacob Laban, and the Warriors survivor was a Niokore. It was Marata Niokore, half a metre out from the goal line. Now comes left to Leah Tower. He's caught 2 out from his own line. 4 minutes gone, no score. Warriors get a touch. Out of dummy half scoots Tuapegi. He's tackled about 13 out from his own line by McInnes. Play to Martin. Goes left to Watney Jelesniak. He's felled about 21 out from his own line on play 4. Egan sends it left again to Pompey. He's caught over the 30 by Burns and McInnes. Played on the last. Egan goes open side right. Centre field, Tamaree Martin. He gets the kick downfield. Shallow. Caught about 30 metres out from the Sharks line by Mulatalo. He returns it into Stowers, Smith and Clark, and caught 12 short of halfway. 5 minutes gone, Luke Lewis, no score.
Yeah, well, the first 5 minutes obviously all been the Sharks, and they've been great in their defence. I'm loving their energy at the moment, their line speed. So the Warriors just got to hang in there at the moment. It's all with the Sharkies. They'll get a bit of field position, but they're doing a great job on their line, the Warriors.
So now it's KL Iro. Plays it 3 short of halfway. Does so. And it comes right to Sione Katoa. Nearly beat Ford. Dragged to the ground. He'll play it 5 metres in Warriors territory. Happy Peru. He sends the ball to the right edge. And the Sharks 33 metres out from the line. Ford in defence there on Ramian. Played. Peru goes right. Trindle kicks over the top on play 4. Right in centre field. The ball bounces between the sticks. Tuapegi gets back there. Tippy toes along the dead ball line. Step past one, but now he's dragged to the ground by Iro in the in-goal area. Goal line dropout Warriors. We've had 5 minutes and 40 seconds, MC. Totally dominated by the Sharks, but no score.
Yeah, it's been totally dominated by the Sharks so far. A nice little kick there from Cronulla. Braden Trindle just turned the fullback, Tane Tuapegi inside out, and Tuapegi did well to ensure to get back there before the Cronulla Sharks kick chase.
Now your text shortly 0467 920 222. And now the line drop.
Ron, they've got to get a little bit of field position, but the Sharks, they'll be filthy. They've had a lot of opportunities here to get across the Warriors line. They just couldn't get it done.
So the Warriors now with the footy, and it's Watney-Lesniak tackle. 14 out from his own line by Wilton. Plays it to Egan, sends it right to near Corey. He's tackled 24 out from his own line. Nearly 8 minutes gone on NRL Saturday. No score, Warriors and Sharks. Forward. Well, that was an oddly soft run from him across field. Nailed by the defence, 30 out from his own line. And he's got to go back and play.
It's ridiculous.
Does so to Egan. Short ball left to Clark. He's nailed there by McInnes. Rudolph. About 15 short of halfway. Egan. No look pass goes right to Towers Smith. And there is Hepu Peru and Colquhoun. Great run, though, up to halfway. He's been terrific for the Warriors this year, Towers Smith. Plays it now on the last. Kick downfield from the left boot of Chanel Harris-Tavita. Caught 10 metres out from the Cronulla goal line by Sione Katoa. Caught by the chase of Laban, Clark and Pompey. 17 out from the Sharks line. Ball's going to be played now to Trindle. He sends it open side left to Ramian and runs into heavy traffic. Towers Smith forward and one other defender. Mate, two other defenders, Egan and Laban, inside the Cronulla Sutherland 20. Now it's Iro centre field. He's caught 24 metres out from his own line by Clark. Plays the ball. Gee, that was a forward pass out of dummy half. So now 2 mistakes in a row from the Sharkies. Knock on Cronulla, and that will give the Warriors a further lift. They'll have a scrum feed about 30 metres out from the Sharkies line. Michael Carianis, no score, and an unforced error from Cronulla.
Yeah, really poor from Cronulla Sharks there. Puru threw a forward pass to Cam McInnes, who just overruns that line there. And yeah, pretty simple, puts his team under pressure now because the Warriors have had no good territory at all to start this game. This is their first time, really, they'll start in Cronulla's half.
So Warriors scrum feed, great attacking position for them. Around the grounds, half-time AFL. North Melbourne's hit the lead over West Coast 38-37. Queensland Cup, Townsville 4-0 over Ipswich. 6-all, Central Queensland and Western Clydesdales. I don't think the others have been updated. We'll get to that shortly. Warriors 19 out from the line. Pompey plays it. Tuapiki goes right to Stowers Smith. He's confronted by Burns and Randolph and Trindle. 10 metres out, 20 in from touch, Sowe's corner. Plays it to Egan. He goes open side right this time, and Clark's tackled 3 metres out from the goal line. 10 gone, no score. Warriors attack for the first time. Egan, terrible pass. Bounces twice, trapped and picked up by near Corey, but allows the defence to catch up. Hepu Peru and also Wilton, but they're offside. So it is a set restart for the Warriors, the first of the game. Comes left now to Tanner's, the front rower for the Warriors, Tanner Stowers Smith. Tackled 8 out from the line by McInnes. Plays the ball to Egan. Goes right to Ford up the middle into the defence of Wilton and Burns and Hepu Peru. Got through. Peru gets very close. He's half a metre away and then walks almost to the in-goal area. Finally surrounded by 5 Sharkies. And now he was held up in goal. So he'll have to play it 10 metres out midway through the tackle count. For the Warriors, Egan goes left to Stowers Smith. Runs into Colquhoun, Hepu Peru and Rudolph. 4 sideways, 8 out from the goal line. 2 tackles left. Egan dummy half. He goes right now. Tamari Martin got a pass away. It's touched by Cronulla, picked up by Mulatalo, but it's been knocked on surely by the Sharks. Mulatalo sprinting downfield, got away from one, but the referee's whistle had blown. So it is going to come back to be, oh, they're still running. Mulatalo still confronting Tuapiki. He claims the try, but he's going to get some bad news. He's been congratulated too by his teammates, but they've got to go back 90 metres.
All that effort.
He was congratulated by the bloke that knocked the ball on, Iro.
Yes. Oopsie.
No, he was running down to go, mate, come back. I touched it. I think that's what I'll do. I'll run down, tap
for
on the
moral support.
But, yeah, good look. It was nice pressure there from the Sharks and from Iro. Gets up, it just gets it wrong. Just puts his arm out, touches his hand. The Warriors will get another opportunity. But they're not throwing much at the Sharks at the moment with their attack, are they, the Warriors? They're just going back into the post. They're just setting up a play. I know they're trying to put a little bit of fatigue into that Sharks jersey before they start to ask some questions, maybe. But
I think you can say the same of both teams, Louis, with the opportunities they've had.
It must be very slippery over there because it looks like the ball movement's very stiff at the moment.
12 metres out, right in front of the southern post. Here's the scrum to be fed by the Warriors. In it goes, out it comes. They work it to the right edge. And the tackle made 15 out from the goal line by Hepu Peru. And he tackled there Tuapiki. Plays the ball now to Leah Tower. Goes left. Martin away to Ford. Juggled it. But he's held on to. He held the ball, but then he's taken by McInnes, Colquhoun, and Rudolph. 14 out from the Sharks line in front of the southern goal post. Sloppy play the ball. Picked up by Egan. Goes left Clark to Stowers Smith. Spins in the tackle. Nearly broke free. Put to the ground by Hepu Peru and Burns. 2 out from the line. Egan, long ball left along the ground. Tapped into the face of by Pompey into Harris Tavita, the attack's awful. And Cronulla come away with it on their own 10-metre line. They play it and it goes left to Sione Katoa. He scored 15 out from his own line, MC. 11.5 gone, scoreless start.
Yeah, Louis summed it up a couple of moments ago where the dewy surface just looks like it's really troubling these teams because there's been no fluency in their attack.
Now here's Trindle up to his own 30, knocked to the ground by Harris Tavita, finished off as well. 32 out from his own goal line by Laban. Now centre field left to Ramian. Forward is there with near Corey and Stowers Smith. 11 short of halfway. Centre field. Last tackle. Sharkies. Ball played. And it comes right to Trindle. Inside the 40. Drills a kick to the northeast corner. Taken on the fly by Tuapiki. 15 out from his own line. He steps his way to the 30. Broke free of Hepu Peru. Put to the ground by McInnes. Played to Harris Tavita. It comes right to Pompey. He straightens and wrapped up. 5 short of halfway by McInnes. And also in there was Burns. 20 in from the eastern touchline. It comes right what Lesniak beats the first. One-handed pass back to Clark. Clark managed to get away from Peru. Now put to the ground 5 short of halfway by Burns. Egan comes right to Watney Lesniak. He's poleaxed by Rudolph just short of halfway. 12 minutes 40 gone, no score. Egan to the left forward. Forward's wrapped up. And there to greet him was Colquhoun, 8 metres in Sharks territory. On the last, it comes left to Chanel Harris Tavita. Kick downfield, dropping back at Toa with the catch. 9 out from his own line. Really good chase headed by Pompey. 12 out from the Cronulla line. 13 gone, no score, Luke Lewis.
Yeah, well, the Sharks just need to get out their own end at the moment. But again, it's a really back and forth game of footy. Right through the middle of the field. They're both getting to their kicks. They're not doing too much wrong, but I reckon if the Warriors just played a little bit more second phase play of a couple more offloads, it'll cause a lot of damage to the Sharks defence.
So now it is on their own 30, Cronulla Sutherland. Iro, tackled by Egan. Plays it. Hepu Peru sends the ball open side right to Colquhoun. Good run, gets to within 6 of halfway. Last tackle now for Cronulla Sutherland. And they work it left. The kick goes downfield that time from Iwai Peru. Down the throat of Tuapiki. 20 out from his own line, ran right across field. Easily picked off by Burns, picked up and shoved back. 19 out from the Warriors line. He plays at Harris Tavita, sends it right to Adam Pompey. He's caught 24 out from his own line, so a real arm wrestle here in the opening 14 scoreless minutes. Ball played by Pompey to Egan, goes right to Watney Lesniak. He had no support, so he's taken almost immediately by Wilton and Rudolph and the Warriors 30. Now Ali Leotawa, he charges there into Hepu Peru and McInnes, 15 short of halfway. Kick downfield by Harris Tavita. Doesn't look a good one off the left boot, although it does bounce just in from the eastern touchline. It looked for a moment like it might go out in the full. It will be a Sharkies play the ball. 25 out from their own line with 14 minutes and 30 seconds gone. No score on the board. On the text line 0467 920 222. Try and sort through these text messages. Rob says, are family, friends or relatives allowed to bet on rugby league? Asked Rob.
Yeah.
They can, yes.
I think so.
It's only those employed by the game that can't. So now it is the Sharkies on their own 30. The ball played and it comes left to Iro. He scored 13 metres short of halfway. He'll play the ball to Hepu Peru. He sends it centre field right. I've got to say, it's their own fault because we're not at the game. This TV coverage from New Zealand is horrific. I don't know how anyone watches this and not get a headache.
I agree.
8 short of halfway. Rudolph plays the ball. Here's a juggle by McInnes, but he holds onto it on halfway as he's tackled. 15 in from the eastern touchline. Now they work it left to Burns. Got the pass away to Peru. He links up with his brother Huhepi. He's going to be caught 19 metres out from the goal line. Plays the ball. Comes to the right side of Trindle. On the last. Kick over the top to the northeast corner. Up goes Tuapiki. Great catch. And then he gets absolutely smashed in goal by Ramian. Another goal line dropout. Warriors 15.5 gone, no score. That was the most exciting bit of attacking play I think we've seen from either team.
Yeah, nice little bit of play there from the Sharks, and it was Billy Burns that comes across field. Nice little tip onto a Peru, just punching in the hole, and then links up with his brother. You could hear him coming from nowhere, and a nice little kick there from Trindle as well. But the Warriors, they just look a little bit shocked at the moment. They're doing everything okay, getting through their sets, but they're just not offering much in attack.
By the way,
that's a penalty too. Not getting the line dropout in time.
So it is a penalty going. The line dropout from the Warriors has been horrible. So that's the first penalty of the game. Goes to Cronulla. You've got to take the 2 here, don't you?
No, it's a timing thing, mate. It's not my responsibility, mate. If the timer goes and you haven't kicked it,
By the way, in the 8th minute, Ronaldo Mulatalo was put on report. I don't know what for, but he's on report.
And they're going for goal, Andrew. Right decision, given the conditions.
Yeah.
Given how either side are really struggling.
I appreciate that, but I'm not looking at the clock.
It's a different screen. It's not
Wade,
game screen.
Wade, that's their issue, not mine. If the buzzer goes and you haven't kicked it.
So I think the Warriors players are saying they can't see the clock from their vantage point, so I don't know how long it is to go.
We can't see the clock either.
No.
And it was seconds out. It was out, so the siren's gone, and they haven't kicked it, but the big screen placement.
You've got to be able to see what the time is if you're the attacking team, right?
Yeah, you should.
I think that's a fair debate. So here's Braden Trindle right in front, 10 metres out for first points of the game. A scoreless opening 17 and a bit minutes. Trindle makes no mistake from in front. He kicks the goal, and Cronulla Sutherland gets first point. Sharks 2, Warriors 0 on NRL Saturday. You're with Luke Lewis, Michael Carianis. I'm Andrew Moore. 17 minutes and 30 seconds gone. Now, scores around the grounds. Halftime AFL, North Melbourne 38, leading West Coast 37. In the Queensland Women's Rugby League Premiership full-time, Mackay 38, make it 28. Mackay 28, defeated South Logan 12. Halftime in 2 Queensland Cup games. Townsville 8, leading Ipswich 0. Western Clydesdales 10, leading Central Queensland 10. 12-10 to the Western Clydesdales. Halftime in the netball, Adelaide Thunderbirds 34, leading Sunshine Coast Lightning 21. Another non-scoring first half, asked Rowdy Andy. Yeah, we had one literally on Monday, didn't we? Canterbury and Parramatta. No tries yet, but now we've got points after 17 and a half minutes. And here's a penalty from the kickoff going to Cronulla Sutherland.
Getting motion sick in here.
He's saying it's a shoulder tackle. Yeah, I don't know. This coverage is just beyond horrific.
That didn't even hit him in the head, did it?
No, he's got him just for a shoulder charge, so
okay.
He's not on report or anything. 18 gone, Sharks 2, Warriors 0. It was not much.
It was shoulder charge-ish.
So now Cronulla finds touch on its own 30. Is there anything in the rules for ish?
Yeah.
What is it?
That if you ish it, it's a penalty.
8 short of halfway, Cronulla, so he got 100% right. Ramian. Ish. Plays it. Huepa Peru goes from dummy half. Gets to halfway. 15 in from the eastern touchline. Ball played. Burns goes left. Trindle turns the ball into McInnes. Bounced away from Laban. Now caught on halfway. 20 in from the far or eastern touchline by Ford. Plays the ball. Huepa Peru goes left to Mihai Peru. Links up with Rudolph. He's caught 2 metres in Warriors territory. Clark was in there with Ford. 2 tackles left Sharks. Huepa Peru goes to his left to Colquhoun. And he's tackled 40 out from the Warriors line. Last tackle, Sharks who lead 2-0. And a dummy half. Peru goes right. Kick from Trindle. Oh, he slipped nastily on his bum as he kicked it down to Watney Jelezniak with the catch. 12 out from his own line. Driven back to the 10. Driven back 5, 4, 3, 2 out from the goal line. That was a good chase from Cronulla. And it was headed up there by Trindle and also Wilson. It's played now to Martin. Goes left to Leah Tower. He's caught 8 out from his own line. But 19 minutes in, Louis, Sharks are all over the wall.
They are, and they're playing smart because defensively they know it's very hard to move because it's so wet and slippery out there with the dew. So they've just tightened their defensive line right up. But Jesse Ramian's come right infield. There's a lot of space outside Jesse and Katoa. And they're just bashing the Warriors at the moment. But you got Dallin Watney-Zelezniak just staying down there, fighting for a bit of a penalty. Does he get a high shot? Bush right there from Cam McInnes.
It was a busher.
Right on the chops.
That wasn't ish. That was a penalty.
But the way he looked up was, come on, you got to see that.
Yeah.
And he's right. Cam McInnes got him.
Maybe on report that one as well, I reckon.
That's definitely reportable, that one.
Stay behind it.
Bush, yeah.
I love your words for this Bush.
Well, that's a pretty clean shot.
So it is on report Cam McInnes in the 20th minute. So he's the second Sharky on report. So the Warriors find touch. I'm feeling we're going to get motion sickness.
I was getting it before I had to look away.
I'm okay.
Do you know what it is? It's that camera in the middle of the field. It comes in, comes down, then it goes and spins out into a new one. They're trying to get too fancy pants with the camera views.
10 short of halfway. The Warriors from the restart. It comes left to Jackson Ford. Andrew Moore, Michael Carianis, director Luke Lewis. El Presidente, a metre short of halfway. Egan comes right this time. And the tackle's going to be made on near Corey. 10 metres inside Cronulla territory. Play to Egan. Goes left to Clark, then away to Martin, he linked up with Laban, tackled 28 out from the Sharks line. 2 tackles left Warriors, who trailed 2-0 after 20 minutes. Here's the most basic knock-on coming from Aaron Clark. This is nothing like the Warriors team we've seen all year. So it's 2-0 Sharkies, and Cronulla Sutherland will get the scrum feed deep in their own territory after the unforced error from the Warriors. So now a bit of a chit-chat about the tactics here from Cronulla. They'll have a scrum feed.
I'll say that backwards.
24 out from their own line.
It was that torpedo type of pass there from out of dummy half as well from Wade Egan. Might be a bit more difficult to catch in these conditions, Louis.
But it is very, it must be very slippy. I'm even watching the players when they go into contact, you know, when they do small feet.
Yeah.
They're doing, penalty again.
The Warriors have been shot clocked again.
They mustn't be able to see it.
Is that a double shot clock?
That's totally in your, Wade, that's totally in your control.
That's Jared Sutton. If you're taking too long, you're taking too long. My only issue would be, can they see the shot clock? So twice now for a line drop out and for a scrum they've been penalised. The hooter has got them.
Are there 2 big screens at Mount Smart? It's been a while since I've been there. Is there 2 big screens?
Well, last time I was there.
No, there's only one.
There's only one.
Down at the
southern end.
Yeah, it's behind the back of the Warriors.
corner. Yeah. So now the Sharkies, well, if it's at the southern end, they're staring right at it.
So it's definitely behind the back of the Warriors.
Yeah, but
one
it's
is
not on the screen.
One is, it's something.
Now, anyway, Sharkies have it 40 metres out from the Warriors line. As much as I'd love to continue listening to the debate about where the screen is, we'll stay with the play. Rudolph, 31 out. Plays the ball. Huhepa Peru goes left this time to Colquhoun. Up the centre he goes, taken 20 out from the Warriors goal line. 2 tackles left for the Sharks, who lead 2-0, and then he's dropped it trying to play it to him. Before he tried to play it, Jesse Colquhoun. He's saying, yeah, my bad, guys. And his teammates saying, we know. We saw it.
I can't believe how much Jesse Colquhoun and Billy Burns actually look alike.
Well, now that Jesse's grown a mo,
they're identical.
A little bit. I think Billy's got a bit of ink work going on. But, yeah, that was not a great play-the-ball attempt from Jesse Colquhoun. So Warriors now get a scrum feed. They get their own little reprieve, and let's see if the Warriors can get the scrum fed within the time allotted. They have. And they've got the ball 20 metres out from their own line. 2-0 Sharks. We've had 22.5 minutes. Comes right to Stowers-Smith. Wrapped up. I think I'm going to advocate for us going to New Zealand. I can't do this. Ball played to the left. They work it away to Laban. McInnes is there in the defence with Colquhoun and Burns. The 2 twins played to Egan, 12 short of halfway. Dummies, goes himself from dummy half. Into Burns and Trindle, and 4 sideways, 5 short of halfway. 15 in from the eastern touchline. Played to Egan, goes open side right. Clark in the middle of the ground, but he's going to be contained by Wilton and also Huhepa Peru and Tobias Eric Rudolph, a metre in Cronulla's territory. Last play, 2-0 Sharks. Kick downfield from Martin, dropping back with the catch Kennedy. 10 metres out from his own goal line. Across field, straightens into Stowers-Smith, Harris, Tavita and Ford. 14 out for the Sharks line. 23 minutes gone. Michael Carianis, Cronulla Sutherland 2, Warriors 0.
Yeah, basically the only good thing that either side has done is their kick chase has been outstanding from both sides throughout the opening minutes of this first half. They've really put some pressure on their respective back threes with their kick chase.
There's a good question that I've got from Ralph Tucker on the screen here about the Warriors and their shot clock penalties. Stand by. Cronulla over there 30 through Ramian. He'll play the ball to Huhepa Peru. Goes centre field left away to support, and McInnes is claimed there by Stowers-Smith. 9 short of halfway. Played to Huhepa Peru. Goes to his left now to Colquhoun. He's caught down low by Egan. 2 others over the top, right on halfway. Played on the last. It comes left to knee-high Peru. He gets a left foot kick downfield. Coming in for a Tame Tuapika with a catch. Drilled by Iro. 21 out from the Warriors line. 16 left first half. Cronulla 2, Warriors 0. These are fair questions raised by Ralphie, as now the Warriors ragdolled again, and they've dropped the ball again. Tamaree Martin's put it down. Picked up by Huhepa Peru. Gets up to go again. 3 out. The Warriors fair dinkum handing this to Cronulla. Ball played now to knee-high Peru. Then a quick pass from Braden Trindle on the ground. Scooped up by Ramian, 20 out. He accelerates easily past Laban. Will score the softest try ever. Jesse Ramian the try. Warriors fell asleep. They dropped the ball and then didn't want to tackle. So Ramian says, I'll take that. He's over to score. And Cronulla's in. They get the first try of the game after 24.5 minutes. Cronulla Sutherland 6, Warriors nil, Luke Lewis.
Yeah, well, the Warriors are playing like they've never played footy before. I can't believe, like, this team's sitting in second place, and they're so good at just controlling the ball, getting out their own end. But at the moment, they're just throwing offloads for no reason. They didn't get their defence right. They shot up. And then even here, you get Jesse Ramey, gets his 3 guys outside him. He should have made this tackle. Just throws a simple little dummy to Will Kennedy on his outside and just slides over as easy as you like. This is soft rugby league from the Warriors. That is beautiful work there by Jesse Ramey, and great vision to throw that little dummy. Gets a really nice little path to the try line and gets the Sharks on the board for their first try this evening.
It's not the conditions to be falling for dummies. The way the ball handling has been and how sloppy it has been at times. You got to force that pass there, and they needed Jesse Ramey to make that decision to pass on the outside, because you just don't know what's going to happen in these conditions. But it was a Dallin Watney-Lesniak errant offload which put his side under pressure, and the Sharks scooped up the ball and scored in the next play.
So it's 6-0. Sharkies in front. Trindle will attempt the conversion shortly. So I'll quickly get to these questions raised by Ralph Tucker about the Warriors and the shot clocks as Trindle lines this up 19 metres out and about 19 in from the eastern touchline to make it 8-0 Sharkies. 14 minutes left in the half. Trindle's first shot was successful, a penalty. In he comes with the right boot. He strikes it. He likes it. He's kicked the goal. He's 2 out of 2. Cronulla Sutherland 8, Warriors 0. And there might be an upset brewing at Mount Smart Stadium. So the first question Ralph posed to me is this. Is it not their home ground?
Yes.
Do they not play there every second week?
Yes.
Well, in theory, I don't think they've actually played there from April, but point taken.
Yes.
They should know where the screens are.
Yes.
That's a fair point too.
But is it on the screen?
The actual shot clock. That's a great question. See, that was one question that Ralph didn't put up there. That is a very good question.
Ralph.
Oh dear. In the AFL third quarter, North Melbourne 57 leading West Coast 37. Queensland Cup second half, Townsville 10 leading Ipswich 0, and Western Clydesdales 12 leading Central Queensland Capras 10. So more text shortly, 0467 920 222. Rudolph from the kickoff. He plays the ball and it comes centre field left to Katoa. He's caught on his own 20-metre line by Martin, and also in there was Nikore. Played to Hohepa Peru. He sends the ball centre field right and taking the tackle. 29 out from the Sharks goal line is McInnes. Play, Peru goes left to Colhoun. He charges there into Laban and Ford. 11 short of halfway is where he hits the deck. 4 tackles into the set with Cronulla up 8-0. Absolutely dominating this game. Trindle from inside the 40 drilled the kick straight down the throat of Tain Tuapiki. 15 out from his own line over the 20 and the 30, and he's dragged backwards again. Gee, that's happened to the Warriors all night so far. 28 out from his own goal line. Plays the ball. Harris Tavita sends it open side right. Now it's Pompey's turn to be driven back 5 metres. Cronulla just all over them. The Warriors don't look like they're that interested at the moment.
No, they don't even look like they've turned up.
Here's Watney-Lesniak. That's a stronger run. He's caught 14 short of halfway by Colhoun and McInnes, and it's a set restart. That'll help the Warriors too. They work into the right, Leah Tower. He's caught just short of halfway by Wilton and Martin. Wilton and Niai Peru. Comes left now to Stowers Smith. He's going to be taken about 6 metres in Cronulla Sutherland territory. 8-0 Sharks with a lone try to Jesse Ramey. And I think Cronulla's had about 57% of the ball so far. As now they work it over the 40. Ford plays the ball to Wigan for the Waz. Goes left Harris to Vida. Turns it into Pompey. Runs right across field. And he'll be picked off. 30 out right in front of the post. Last tackle, Warriors. Egan. He goes right. Tamaree Martin. The kick from 27 metres out. Down to the southwest corner. Up goes Mulatalo with a catch. No one else contested it. But it's going to be a penalty for an indiscretion against the kicker, I believe. A penalty goes to the Warriors. The penalty's a 3-2 to the Sharkies. And it was on the kicker, or was it taking out Watney-Lesniak on the chase through? It's 11 metres out from the goal line and about 10 in from touch on the western side. 8-0 Sharks. The Warriors will get a chance to launch an attacking raid here, though, Louis.
Yeah, I'm just trying to watch the replay here, but there's not much in that.
Niai Peru is penalised.
Yeah, not much in it. Gets a bit lucky, just stands his ground there, but the Warriors...
Are you suggesting it was an obstruction-ish?
Yeah, ish, definitely. There wasn't much in it.
Well, as Michael explained the rules beautifully before, it's a penalty. From the tap, Warriors are 11 metres out. Stowers Smith tackled by McInnes. Plays the ball to Egan. Goes left to Ford. Up the middle he goes forward to within 2 metres of the line. Taken by Colhoun. And also Peru. Now to the right it goes. Tamaree Martin takes on the line, beats 2. He'll score. He bounces then off the foot of the defender to score the try. Marty Martin, who's not had a great start of the game, did great work right there. Warriors hit back on the back of that penalty. Cronulla Sutherland 8, Warriors 4, 11 minutes left in the half. Marty Martin gets to try the Warriors halfback, Louis.
Yeah, just a simple little show and go close to the line, but they get a bit of an opportunity and they take it with both hands. They're not really shifting the ball too much, but it just sees a little bit of an opportunity on the inside shoulder there of Toby Rudolph. Throws a dummy, comes off his right, and then just gets a nice little bit of speed to go through the hole. But it comes up a really nice fend there as well on Cam McGuinness. And then you got Will Kennedy at back. It just can't get enough on him and scores a really nice try. Gets the Warriors back in the game. And every time the Warriors seem to score, they pick up their energy. So I reckon that's a big play there for the Warriors.
Yeah, he's been outstanding when he's running, Marty Martin. His running game has been a hallmark of his game since he's come back into the NRL, wearing that number 7 jersey since Tanner Boyd ruptured his ACL, keeping Luke Metcalf in New South Wales. Metcalf played earlier today, but nice bit of vision. And defensive line of the Sharks, just all at sea. And he beat like 3 or 4 players in the lead up to that try. Nice work.
I did see Luke Metcalf being interviewed on telly after that reserve grade game as captain of the Warriors, and thinking he must be. I mean, he's a really good dude. He'll do anything for the team, Luke Metcalf, but that must be tough. Meanwhile, here's a kick at goal coming from Adam Pompey to try and convert the Marty Martin try. 8-4 in favour of Cronulla Sutherland. 9 minutes 40 left in the half. It's 19 metres out, 17 metres in from the western touchline. Pompey, a right footer, strikes it, likes it, kicks the goal. A 2-point ball game. It is now 8 points to 6. 8 points to 6. Sharks lead Warriors at Mount Smart Stadium with 9 minutes 30 to go. Now on the text line, 0467 920 222. Neil says it kind of seems like the Warriors have motion sickness as well. Mitch says, just an observation, number 8s have got much smaller, hence the pace and injury toll. I don't know about that, Mitch. There is a solution to the dodgy host broadcast from New Zealand. It's actually having a commentary team that's at the ground and not watching the game on a screen. Yeah, I did say that. Andrew, it's our own fault. But unfortunately, at the moment, getting teams there and back is just impossible. I'd love us to be there. No, zero doubt about that. Here's the Warriors inside their 20 as Vaimonga's on the field. He played it, and it comes open side left this time. Tackled there is Niokore, 22 out from the Warriors line. Left again to Stowers Smith. And he's tackled just inside the 30. So Dimitri Vaimonga is onto the field now for the Warriors, who get a penalty. Tom Hazelton just on the field gets penalised for a high tackle. So again, doesn't take much, MC, for the momentum to change, and maybe we're seeing that right now.
No, especially with this Warriors side, we know how they can run hot very, very quickly. So that momentum shift is well in play now.
Aliens from Alpha Centon allowed to bet on NRL from Straub. Think so? I think the aliens can bet as much as they like.
They can bet ish.
Ish. I think that's the name of their dollar too.
Is it? Ish.
Yes. Now comes right. Well, actually, Louis would know.
Louis.
25-ish. 25 metres out. Stowers Smithish plays the ball to Wigan. Goes left for Monga away to Laban. He's going to be contained by Burns, and also in there Kennedy. 18 out from the goal line. 8 minutes 12 to go in the half. 8-6 Sharks lead Warriors. Ball played to Wigan. Goes right to Vaimonga. And he's going to lose the ball as well, Dimitri Vaimonga.
I've got knock on Warriors.
We've got to check here.
Concerns about the head contact here.
So it's Jesse Colquhoun on the deck. He finished the worst for wear after Dimitri Vaimonga just dropped the ball. And a good heavy tackle from Colquhoun. But it's him who's come away the worst of the two, Lou.
Yeah, he comes out of the line, tries to put a good shot on, but he actually hits his head on Vaimonga's shoulder. And that... yeah, he was sort of braced too. He braced himself for the hit and just gets it all wrong there. Jesse Colquhoun, I wouldn't surprise me if he goes off. He does get a real clean shot of his head on that shoulder there. So that was a big hit.
So Colquhoun's being looked at by the trainer. By the way, with all the sport going on, it is a great time of the year for sport. The Women's T20 World Cup is underway. England absolutely smashed Sri Lanka overnight. And Australia opens its account with a tough one tonight against South Africa. Live coverage on ABC Listen from 11:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time. You'll see the white cricket button on the ABC Listen app and also on ABC Sport Digital. So live coverage, ball-by-ball coverage from 11:30 tonight on the Listen app and Sport Digital. The Women's T20 Cricket World Cup final. It's Australia taking on Laura Wolvart and the South Africans. So Colquhoun's gone for an HIA, Michael Carianis.
Yes, he's come from the field. I think it's CSF for Talakai is the man that's replaced him.
And Sharks get the scrum feed from the Vaimonga drop ball. In it goes, out it comes. Don't tell me.
No
shot clock.
No shot clock. Repack.
That'd be awesome if it was.
No, it's even better. It's a scrum refeed.
Love it when they repack.
Colquhoun's come off the field.
Oh, there's the clock here then.
Where?
It just went off in the background.
Get in.
As in?
It actually went off.
So there should have been a whistle blown.
No, but they stopped it.
Okay, Cronulla 19 now from its own goal line.
This camera, it's killing me.
They worked the poor right. I'm going to pay my own way to go to New Zealand so I don't have to watch this crappy coverage again. Talakai plays the ball. They work it to the right to Hazelton. He's up over the 30. Good run. Finally tackled 9 short of halfway. That was a great run by Hazelton into 3 defenders, including Harris, Tavita, Laban and Stowers Smith. Now to the left, it's McInnes in the middle of the park. He's put to the ground by Vaimonga and Ford. 4 short of halfway. Cronulla with it, leading 8-6. As now it comes right to Will Kennedy. He scoots into Egan and Laban. Tackled 7 metres in Warriors half. Plays the ball to Herhepa Peru, goes right to Trindle. The kick from 42 metres out, down to the northeast corner. Tuapiki, great catch, and he's put to the ground head on there by Ramian. 12 out from the Warriors line. Geez, impressive Tane Tuapiki. That was under heavy pressure with a slippery ball. It's played and it comes right to Pompey. He's caught by Hazelton and McInnes, 15 out from his own line. Tuapiki in the back play, just clutching at his left eye or below. Watney Lesniak, meanwhile, spins in the tackle, but he'll be caught only 18 out from his own line on play 3. Martin dummy half. Sends it left to Leah Tower, and he's caught by a 3-man tackle. Hazelton, Wilton, and also Burns. Now it's worked right to Vaimonga. He's put to the ground comfortably enough. 8-6 Sharks lead. Only 34 minutes gone. Comes to the right to Marty Martin with a kick downfield. Jeremiah Tuava on there now for the Warriors as well. From the kick, it's Kennedy catching on the 20. Tries to beat Pompey, but Adam Pompey was up to the task. 34 out from his own goal line. Plays the ball quickly to Ramian. He feeds it left to Sione Katoa. He's caught 11 short of halfway, and Jeremiah Tuava was there. Play down. Herhepa Peru sends it left Mulatalo near centre field. 4-man Warriors tackle finally puts him down. A metre short of halfway, centre of the park. Sharks have it with this 8-6 lead. It comes to the right to CSF at Talakai. Strong run over the 40. He'll play it 39 out from the goal line. 20 in from touch on the eastern touchline. He comes to the left side. McInnes away. Hazelton knocked to the ground by Jeremiah Tuava. 31 out on the last. Comes left Trindle. He's got an age. Puts the kick up in the air to a peaky. Oh, lets it bounce. And Harris to beat it. The ball bounces off the knee of Watney Lesniak over the dead ball line. Well, he's lucky it didn't cost them a try there. Just let the ball bounce when no one was around. Line drop out Warriors. 8-6 Sharks lead. 5 minutes left in the first half. Michael Carianis.
Yeah, it was a hard decision there by the Warriors, but we see the shot clock. Let's see if they get it in well before
10.
then. Chanel Harris-Tavita, he's obviously identified where it is on the screen because he's looking now.
5. Oh, plenty of time. But his short kickoffs have been horrendous. Oh. That one's a beauty.
Oh.
The bounce just outside the 10, nearly over the touchline. And what do we got happening?
The Warriors are going to say that it went 10.
I thought it did too.
You touch it before it hits the line. You want challenge? Are you challenging Wade?
Challenge it. Yeah, Wade.
Well, those boys were adamant.
No challenge. Well, they can't be that adamant.
Before it makes 10.
So it's going to be a ball here for the Sharks. 11 metres out. Here's Wade Egan and Jackson Ford.
Right, now, before we start, one more time, someone comes to me in my face, I'm just going to sit them down. Okay? Now we'll challenge the call.
Hang on, how long are you?
Well, he was trying to run over, he was running away, so that's why.
It's touched by a Warriors player before the ball travels 10 metres.
The thing is, it does travel 10, but he actually steps out, takes out. The touch judge again was there and didn't put his flag up. His foot was on the line when he threw it back in. But the ball touched the line.
I need to see another replay. Captain's challenge.
It is a bizarre game.
It is a bizarre game.
He lets it go here, and the ball touches the line.
So the line dropout bounces just shorter on the 10-metre line.
Look at the shadow.
Buzz, right on the line like that. Buzz.
So there's nothing wrong with the distance.
Yes.
So the captain's challenge is a win.
Successful. Yeah, but then his foot goes out when he throws the ball back in.
What happens next?
But when do they blow this whistle?
And he doesn't put the what's the touch judge doing here? Please tell me. Watch. Your foot goes out. Ready? And now foot is...
No, it's in. It's in.
Now here, this
it's
one.
in.
That is out.
It's in.
It's out.
It's out.
I told you. And see, look at the touch judge. He's looking straight at it and keeps his flag down. We're over here in...
So it's not a penalty now. So they'll
take the ball into touch. The challenge is successful.
With the communication.
So it'll be Cronulla's ball, but the challenge is successful because it's not a penalty.
I don't want to bag touch judges. I just couldn't be bothered in my life. What the hell was he looking at?
Well, we're here in Sydney. We've seen it straight away. How does he not get it? I don't get
Here
it.
in Sydney, and we've
Seriously.
seen it.
Battling vertigo.
Yeah, that'll do me. What's the point in being out there if you're a touch judge?
And he's staring at it. Anyway, play on. And it's Hazelton. He scored 8 metres out. I guess that's the beauty of the system. They got it right. 4 minutes 20 to go in the half. 8-6 Sharkies. Ball played. It comes right. Trindle turns it in Talakai. Charged through Egan and into Tuapiki and 2 others, including Iremaya Tuava, 3 metres away. Dummy half is Huepa Peru. Goes right to Trindle. Holds it up on the inside to Burns. And Viamonga's there with Ford. 4 out from the goal line. Played, and Peru goes left. McInnes away to Trindle, and Trindle popped a short little ball away to Wilton. Good defence from near Corey over the top. 6 out from the line, and about 15 in from touch in the northwest corner. Set restart late in the tackle count to the Sharkies, their first of the day, and they're now only 5 metres out. Hazelton tackled by Ford, plays the ball. Huepa Peru goes himself into Ford, and near Corey and Tuapiki, and down he goes in front of the left upright, about 2 feet away from it. Now Peru, dummy half. The halfback throws a shocking pass. Good hands by Trindle. Goes left to Kennedy, stops props, comes back to the right, wrapped up by Martin, near Corey and Egan. 10 out from the goal line. Dummy half, Huepa Peru. He's calling players on his inside. Got it that way eventually to McInnes. He's easily passed Ford and near Corey. Tackle 5 out from the line. 2 tackles left, Cronulla Sutherland. Huepa Peru goes right, Hazelton, and the Colt figures knocked to the ground. About 2 metres out by Iremaya Tuava. Played on the last. It comes left to Braden Trindle. Put it on the toe. Nearly dribbled. Dropped it. Picked it up. Did Tamati Martin, and the Warriors have it. 14 out from their own line. 3 minutes left first half. Cronulla Sutherland 8, Warriors 6.
Let's go back to the thing for a second.
Absolutely, Louis.
If the touch judge puts his flag up,
Yes.
they don't challenge it.
No.
And then they would have, if they had lost that challenge, it would have been because the touch judge didn't do his job.
Yeah, but they kept their challenge and we got it right.
Yeah, but
I don't know what he's looking at. His eyes look to be open. 12 short of halfway. Comes to the left now. And a good strong run here from Pompey over halfway. Caught 2 metres in Sharks territory. 8-6 Sharks lead. 2 minutes 20 left in the half. It comes right to Tamati Martin. He put in a kick downfield. Deep. Going back Kennedy with a catch. Half a metre out from the goal line. Perfect weight on the kick. And a great chase by the Warriors. Leading the charge, Jacob Laban. The tackle on Kennedy. 2 out from the Sharks line. How the Warriors would love to force a mistake here. It comes left to Katoa, spins away from one, but knocked to the ground by Near Corey and Iremaya Tuava. 4 out from the goal line. This time it's Mulatalo. Dumped to the ground, 11 out from the goal line for Cronulla. Now the Sharkies, it's a tough set. Here's Katoa, put to the ground by Viamonga. 19 out from the Cronulla line, 4 plays into the set. Huepa Peru goes right, Talakai. Wrestles into the defence of Laban and Ford and Iremaya Tuava. 24 out from the Cronulla line, bringing up the last. Kick off the boot of Niwai Peru. Left foot kick. Down waiting for it, Watney Zelezniak. 28 out from his own line. Heads to the 40. Bang. Wall of defence to Greedy McInnes and Niwai Peru heading it all up. Played to Martin. Goes left. Big tackle here. Coming on Khan Pereira. 2 metres short of halfway, courtesy of Hazelton. Ball played to Martin. Goes left to a stepping Tuapiki. Got away from Talakai. Finally run straight into Ramian and shoved back on halfway. 1 minute to go in the half. Cronulla Sutherland 8, Warriors 6. As the ball's played now to the dummy half near Corey. Sends it left to Lear Tower. And he's wrapped up 8 metres in Sharks territory. Played to Wigan. 2 tackles left. Harris Tavita links up with Iremaya Tuava. 35 out from the line, called by Burns. Played on the last. Egan goes right. Martin runs at the 30-metre line, puts up the kick. Down to the left wing of Mulatalo, coming through Watney Zelezniak. Mulatalo the catch, and then the tackle from Dallin. About 2 metres out from the Cronulla line with 25 seconds to go in the half. The Sharks maintaining an 8-6 lead as now Iro is crunched to the ground by Ford. Got up to walk again and walked about 6 or 7 metres.
Yeah, he's wasting the clock time.
17. Time off, though. It didn't quite work.
It didn't work in his favour. But what about the last two sets? It's been brutal in defence.
Yeah, hasn't it?
Like the Warriors, they were running that hard, and they got absolutely just annihilated by a couple of really good shots by Cam McInnes, and then I think it was backed up by Talakai. And now the Warriors are just return and serve. They're teeing off on each other.
Here's Hazelton. He's going to play the ball, although the siren will sound, and that's it for the first half. It's sloppy, but it's tense, as Louis said. The contact is certainly there from both teams. But it's Cronulla Sutherland, by far and away the better team of the first 40. But they only lead by 2. Sharks 8, Warriors 6. For Cronulla, a try to Jesse Ramian in the 24th minute. Braden Trindle 2 from 2. Ronaldo Mulatalo put on report in the 8th minute. Cam McInnes in the 20th minute. 1 restart. For the Warriors, a try in the 30th minute to Tamaree Martin. Adam Pompey 1 from 1. 2 restarts, 1 successful, albeit weird challenge. Penalties are 3 apiece. And at half-time, Louis, Cronulla in front 8-6.
Yeah, Cronulla have definitely been the better team. I feel like their line speed and their defence has been great with the conditions that they got there with that dew. Well, I don't know if it's been raining or not, but the contact has been amazing. But look, I don't feel like they took enough opportunities with the field position that they had. So I think the Warriors will be pretty happy going in only down by 2, considering the amount of field position that they've had. The Warriors had to work hard to get back into it, but pretty even game.
Yeah, Michael Carianis. I think the Warriors will be pleased they're only 2 down.
Yeah, definitely, given the mountain of possession that the Sharks had, and particularly early on in the game, the good ball that they had, that they couldn't really score a try. Look, it's been a weird old game. It's been physical. It's been clunky. But the sides are definitely willing. They're just lacking the polish that goes with their attack.
Around the grounds, AFL third quarter, North Melbourne 65, leading West Coast 45. Queensland Cup second half, Townsville 18, leading Ipswich 4. Central Queensland trailing the Western Clydesdales in front 22-10. Final quarter of the netball, Adelaide Thunderbirds all over Sunshine Coast 52-36. You're with Luke Lewis, Michael Carianis, I'm Andrew Moore. Half-time, Sharks 8, Warriors 6. NRL Saturday on ABC Sport. More to come. Right now, though, let's head to the ABC newsroom.
This is ABC News with David Rowlands. Draft terms of a memorandum of understanding between the US and Iran have been outlined to the Reuters news agency by multiple sources, as both sides say a deal to end their war may be signed within days. Larry Buttrose has the latest.
The sources indicate the US would begin releasing billions of dollars in frozen Iranian assets and waive sanctions on its oil exports in return for Iran reopening the Strait of Hormuz. Iran's nuclear program would be addressed during a 60-day period of talks stipulated in the draft memorandum. The US says the agreement would ultimately lead to the dismantling of Iran's nuclear program, but Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has not accepted that and says Iran wants to retain its nuclear stockpile in diluted form.
A Russian regional governor says 1 person has been killed and 3 injured in a Ukrainian drone attack on a port. The attack targeted a sea terminal in the southern Krasnodar region. The regional governor says the attack started a fire at the terminal. The Federal Coalition is putting pressure on the Greens to agree to a deal that would see longer inquiries for the government's proposed NDIS and housing tax changes. The Coalition has offered the Greens support for a 6-month inquiry into NDIS spending cuts, in return for the Greens agreeing to an inquiry into the changes to capital gains tax and negative gearing. The Greens have not yet responded, but Shadow Treasurer Tim Wilson says the minor party needs to decide whose side it's on.
Are they on the side of the Australian people, Australians with a disability, and those who have a right to speak? Or are the Greens on the side of the Albanese government first against the Australian people on their budget of broken promises?
Police are working to piece together the final movements of a father and daughter after a day on Sydney's waterways ended in tragedy. Authorities say a man believed to be in his 40s hired a small boat earlier today before he was later found dead in the water at Concord. His 7-year-old daughter, who police believe was also on board, remains missing. Superintendent Christine McDonald says detectives will examine the vessel as they investigate how the man came to be in the water.
Obviously, our priority right now is to locate the 7-year-old girl. There is a major search operation underway, and we are using all our resources from the Marine Area Command, police divers, Police Aviation Command in an attempt to locate the little girl.
Police say it's too early to determine whether the incident was accidental or intentional. Emergency services have responded to an incident involving a bike which has left a man in a critical condition in the WA's southwest this afternoon. 3 ambulance crews were sent to help a man aged in his 30s at Burracup, around 160 kilometres south of Perth. The rescue helicopter has also been sent, which is understood to have occurred at a popular mountain biking event in the region. US President Donald Trump says the American military has carried out a lethal strike on the leader of a Venezuelan gang known as Tren de Aragua. More on this from the BBC's Luis Falledo.
Héctor El Niño Guerrero was the leader of a very powerful criminal organization, the so-called Tren de Aragua. This group, which had begun in a Venezuelan prison a few years ago, had become a true multinational of crime. It had spread across Latin America, just as many, actually millions of Venezuelans were migrating to other countries in the region because of the economic and political crisis.
Professor Richard Scolyer has been remembered at a running event in Sydney's inner west that he regularly took part in. Rhiannon Solomon-Maron has the story.
When the renowned melanoma researcher was diagnosed with aggressive brain cancer, he set the goal of completing 250 park runs. The 5-kilometre circuit around a reserve in Leichhardt is one of thousands held weekly across the globe. It's almost 1 year to the day since the late professor reached his milestone. At today's event, hundreds of runners have turned out, many paying tribute to the man they ran the track with.
I feel that he will always have a very special place in this community.
Professor Richard Scolyer died last Sunday at the age of 59.
And excitement is building ahead of Australia's opening match at the Soccer World Cup in North America. The Socceroos will take on Turkey in the Canadian city of Vancouver tomorrow Australian time. The two nations are in the same group as the United States and Paraguay, with the US scoring a resounding 4-1 win over the South American side earlier today.
Australia have been the dominant force in women's cricket for nearly 50 years.
Australia has done it again. Australia clinches the T20 World Cup.
But without a current World Cup title, they face no shortage of challenges in their bid to return to the top. New Zealand, the current T20 champions. England, the constant threat. South Africa, a young team on the rise. India, a new force in the game.
Could be a catch. Yes, taken by the captain. Harmanpreet Kaur. India win the World Cup. Listen to the noise.
Can Australia find their best against the best and claim their 7th T20 crown? ABC Sport brings you every game of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup. Live and uninterrupted on ABC Listen. Just look for the cricket button.
ABC Sports coverage of the 2026 NRL Premiership.
As now the Warriors ragdolled again and they've dropped the ball again. Tamaree Martin's put it down, picked up by Hohepa Peru, gets up to go again, 3 out. The Warriors, fair dinkum, are handing this to Cronulla. Ball played now to Mihai Peru. Then a quick pass from Braden Trindle on the ground, scooped up by Ramian, 20 out. He accelerates easily past Laban, will score the softest try ever. Jesse Ramian the try. Warriors fell asleep. They dropped the ball and then didn't want to tackle, so Ramian says, I'll take that. He's over to score, and Cronulla's in. They get the first try of the game after 24.5 minutes. Plays the ball to Egan, goes left to Ford. Up the middle he goes forward to within 2 metres of the line, taken by Colquhoun. And also Peru. Now to the right it goes. Tamaree Martin takes on the line, beats 2, he'll score. He bounces then off the foot of the defender to score the try. Tamaree Martin, who's not had a great start of the game, did great work right there. Warriors hit back on the back of that penalty.
Rugby League is on your radio. The 2026 NRL Premiership. ABC Sport Digital Radio and ABC Listen.
Not always pretty, but it's tight. 8-6, Cronulla Sutherland leading the Warriors. Now, coming up next at Western Sydney Stadium, Parramatta takes on the Canberra Raiders. Brett Sprigg on the call with Dean Hallertau. And did Ruan Sims make it? Let's find out. Spriggy, good evening.
Well, I can firstly confirm we are in receipt of a Ruan Sims. We are in her company after she burst through those doors like they were just lacklustre defenders. Nice to see you, Roo, and Shop. Look, certain games during Origin period that they do feel a bit off Broadway, but this still feels like it could be a season-defining thing for either 16th place Parramatta or 14th place Canberra. Obviously, no Hudson Young, Ethan Strange, Mitch Moses, all in New South Wales camp. Both sides are desperate for a win. Para have lost 5 of their past 6, 8 of the past 10. The Raiders have lost 4 of their past 6. So it doesn't matter when these games are, who's playing in them. There's 2 points up for grabs. I'll touch on that team news, and the Eels are more or less unchanged from the side that lost the Bulldogs on Easter Monday. De Silva and Edwards have switched again, so De Silva on the bench. Harris Edwards will start at hooker in jersey number 17. That's happened, I think, 3 weeks in a row now. For Canberra, I mentioned who's not there. What about who is? Seb Chris is back from concussion. Dane Laurie has been their Mr. Fix-It man. He's played at fullback, centre and lock this year, as well as 5'8", which he will be tonight in the absence of Ethan Strange. Joe Roddy and Ethan Sanders had injury concerns through the week, but they're okay. There is a good story here for the Raiders. A debutant off their bench, Vena Patuki-Case, a young prop that they view very much as the heir apparent to Josh Papali'i. He was in the Roosters pathways, then came to Canberra a few years ago and has suffered a ton of injury setbacks. I'll spare you the graphic details, but this is a much awaited occasion for Vena Patuki-Case. I enjoyed watching his little video when Ricky Stewart, Joe Tarpany and co broke him the news of his debut. Kobe Black, the young half, he is also on that 6-man bench and has a chance to get his first NRL minutes as well. A former Broncos junior, and Jed Stewart will start on the wing for Sibilio Tamale, who's in concussion protocols. Alongside me, firstly, is Premiership winner Dean Hallertau for his second cross of the evening. Hello, Dino.
G'day, Spriggy.
You mentioned the Eels showed a fair bit in their loss to the Bulldogs. So the question is, off a 5-day break, in fact, whether they would be a little spent.
Yeah, look, 5-day turnarounds are always hard for any team. So going all the way down to the wire with the Bulldogs in that King's birthday clash would have been very, very tough and hard to bounce back from. And also, they're lacking a lot of leadership. I heard a little stat downstairs when I was walking around earlier. They're missing $5.5 million worth of salary cap. Yeah. So that's a pretty big
and for
number.
People at home, how much is the salary cap?
Salary cap's around like $12 million.
Yeah.
So it's
almost half.
Almost half gone at the moment for them. So you know that is difficult to overcome, and with the turnaround that you mentioned, it makes it even harder.
You did your early cross, but Rue's done 4 hours of chaotic radio in the boardroom. Nice to see you, Rue.
Spriggy.
The Raiders went back to their old defensive woes last week. That 26-0 shutout loss to the Roosters. That's been the big thing, surely, is how can they improve their defence?
Yeah, that is the key, and I think if anyone can get them up for it, that's Ricky Stewart. But you know, let's also be very fair. The Roosters were clinical last week. They put on a clinic. They were absolutely fantastic. So I think this is a really good opportunity for the Raiders, missing their few stars that they are missing, to lean on everyone else and dig themselves out of it. And, defence is the best way to do that. The defence is the best way to get your confidence back. You just need to be able to defend errors. You need to be able to hem teams in. You need to be able to, execute your defensive game plan, and then your attack is really much easier to flow off the back of it. So I think it's going to be really key. We spoke about this as well prior to, or when we were talking to Dino, and Louis agrees with me. Tom Starling is the real key for this forward pack. I think the forward pack for the Raiders are very strong, and they've got all of the punch, and Tom Starling is going to be really key to making sure they roll down the field today.
Looking forward to seeing Vena Patuki-Case.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. I can't wait to see him get out there, and I can just imagine how emotional it was for everybody to be able to be there and present that jersey to him too.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was a leadership group, I think. Well, like a section of the leadership group. Corey Horsburgh was in there with Papali'i and also Tarpany as well. So that was really special. You could see the emotion on his face, and hopefully, he has a good game, good showing tonight.
I will mention the Raiders have won 4 in a row against the Parramatta Eels and scored 40+ on 3 of those occasions. So, in fact, it's Para's defence that has lacked against this particular opponent. Not to mention the fact the Eels are 1 win from 5 games here at Western Sydney Stadium, their home ground this season. So, a bit to work through there. Our referee will be Zbigniew Szyklas-Radamski with Grant Joey Atkins in the bunker. And we'll bring you the Eels and the Raiders in about an hour's time. Maury?
Thank you, Spriggy, and good job, Rue. Knew you'd be there. We all backed you. 8-6, Cronulla Sutherland leading the Warriors. Team's just starting to come back now for the second half of Mount Smart Stadium. Luke Lewis, Michael Carianis, I'm Andrew Moore here in the boardroom. Wade Egan leading the Warriors out for the second half. Louis, what do they have to do differently?
Well, look, I think the Warriors just need a little bit of field position. They look dangerous. I reckon, too, for the Warriors is second phase play, but they're not chancing their arm at the moment. They're playing pretty tight. They're waiting for opportunities, but I think they've just got to play a little bit more football, and they'll worry the Sharks' defence. For the Sharks, they've got to continue to do what they're doing and getting their line speed right and bashing the Warriors. That's what they're doing well at the moment. But it's a tight game. Anything could happen. It's going to come down to a little bit of a call or an error at the wrong part of the field. It's really probably going to divide these two teams.
Michael Carianis, what are you thinking may happen here? The Sharkies lead, but they were so dominant territorially, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, and could only manage that slender lead. So, and the Warriors made a few, errant passes like Dallin Watney-Zelezniak, that errant offload, which eventually led to a try, getting penalised, for shot clock penalties twice in that first half. So I don't think you'll see a repeat of those mistakes from the Warriors that we saw in the first half. So I think the Warriors will still win this game.
On the text line, 0467 920 222. If Hazelton had Louis' legs, he'd be unstoppable, says Rocky. Hey team, Jim from Gloucester says Specsavers for the touchy. Here's the kick-off, and it's Cronulla Sutherland. First use of the footy, and we get great that first camera shot from above. Love it. Sharkies have it. Tom Hazelton 40 metres out from the line, put to the ground. He plays it and it comes open side left to Sione Katoa. He's wrapped up on his own 20-metre line. Opening set second half with Cronulla Sutherland up 8-6. Ball played now to Hehepu Peru. Goes left to McInnes, and he's going to be caught. Chance Nickel Klukstar, by the way, is on the field, and Alifiana Khan Pereira is the player replaced by Andrew Webster at half-time. Talakai, good strong run middle of the field. Caught by Egan. Played to Hehepu Peru. Goes right now to Burns. He steps into the defence of Laban and Ford, and still going. They can't put him down. He's over halfway. They're just holding on to him, giving him an escort down the field. And then finally he coughs up the pill. Picked up by Monga, 10 short of halfway. That was bizarre. Not to mention in slow motion, it goes right to Martin, and he's scored 11 short of halfway.
And Jesse Calhoun was due to come back after half-time from the HIA. He hasn't come back on, which obviously would have meant that he fouled it during the half-time break.
All right, thank you, Michael. Here's the Warriors with the ball through Ali Leotow. He's caught just short of halfway. Hazelton in there with McInnes. He plays the ball to Egan, spins it away left to Laban. He's caught by Talakai and Burns. Haven't seen Nickel Klukstar for a while for the Warriors. Good to see him back out there. Egan sends it left. Harris Tavita links up with Laban, and he's caught in a three-man tackle. McInnes was in there with Ramian and Katoa. About 10 in from the western touchline, 36 out from the goal line. Tuapiki done a lot of that today. Crossfield running. He's easily picked off by Hehepu Peru, and Hazelton 32 out from the line. Centre field, last tackle. Chanel Harris Tavita with a left foot kick down to the northwest corner. Up goes Katoa. The ball spews free. Good hands by Ford. He put it on the toe into a Shark. Still the last as Hazelton dives on it, 18 out from his own line. 2 gone second half. Cronulla Sutherland 8. Warriors 6. Luke Lewis.
Yeah, at first glance there on that high ball, I thought Katoa might have knocked that ball on. I'd like to get another view of it, but not in the referee's view there. So the Sharkies get the ball back, but they're not throwing much at him again, the Warriors. They're just running one out, which is very unusual for the Warriors.
It is, isn't it? Here's Ramian in centre field. Taken by Egan, and Jeremiah Toava 15 short of halfway. Hehepu Peru sends the pass right. 8 short of halfway is where Katoa is tackled by Vaimonga. Play they go. Left McInnes away. Talakai bursts into the defence of Harris Tavita. Rather, Martin was in there along with Leotow and Nick Niokore. 4 metres in Warriors territory. Eastern side. They go short side to Niwai Peru. Halfback kicks it down the throat of Nickel Klukstar. 9 metres out from his own goal line. He takes on Ramian and Hazelton, and he's pushed to the ground. 14 out from his own line. 3 gone second half. Cronulla Sutherland 8. Warriors 6. Played to Harris Tavita. Goes right to Nickel Klukstar. Hazelton is there with Hehepu Peru and McInnes in defence. 21 out from the Warriors line. Warriors running right to left as you look at your radio or screen. And it's Watney-Zelezniak caught just inside the 30. Played to Egan. That's right, Leotow. More just 1 out stuff here from the Warriors. 34 out from their own line. 2 tackles left, Egan. He sends it left to Jeremiah Toava, caught 8 short of halfway. Last tackle. The Wars have it. Egan goes left. Harris Tavita to the left foot kick. 8 short of halfway, straight down the throat of Kennedy. 11 out from the Sharkies goal line. He heads to the 20, runs right across field, past Niokore, past another, got through to Marty Martin, who comes at him holding onto the shorts. Great run, Kennedy, 6 short of halfway, plays it quickly to Iro. He sends it right Katoa, steps into the defence, got a one-hander away to Trindle. He works it right to Talakai. Talakai gave the don't argue, standing in the tackle of Harris Tavita and also Pompey, and put to the ground a few metres in Warriors half. 8-6 Sharks lead, 4 gone second half, and they look by far and away more potent than the Warriors do. Here's Hazelton, tackled 38 out from the goal line, plays the ball. Hohepa Peru goes left to Nihai Peru. Then away to Iro, pass one. Friend to get a pass away, but Niokore, good tackle. 25 out, short side left to Wilton. Wilton over the 20, steps into the defence of Ford and Egan. 13 out from the goal line, last play Sharks. Plays it, it comes to the right, Trindle. In 2 minds, got away from one, floated a ball to Kennedy. He's got time for a cross-field kick. The ball taken by Katoa, but he ends up over the touchline. And Belinda Sharks on top of it. Flag up. That'll be a Warriors play the ball. 10 out from their own line. 4 minutes 40 gone second half. Michael Carianis 8-6 in favour of Cronulla Sutherland.
Just again the attack, and it's been a theme from both sides throughout the course of this match. Just looked disjointed and a bit lost there. Braden Trindle, who's been okay throughout this game, just got a bit muddled. He's in 2 minds whether to run or kick, and then ended up forcing the pass. And Will Kennedy did the best that he could under pressure in those circumstances to get a kick away. But again, another poor finish for the Cronulla Sharks.
As they work it left to Pompey, he's over the 20 and shoved back inside. They are getting pole actually going 1 out every play, the Warriors, and they're going nowhere. Here's another 1 out hit up, and it's Niokore. He's caught 27 out from his own line by Burns. Plays the ball to Egan, goes left to Peaky, 1 out into Hazelton and McInnes. 14 short of halfway, last tackle, Egan. Sends it left, Harris Tavita, a drop punt down to the northwest corner, but easily taken by Trindle moving to his right. He heads over the 30 and he's knocked to the ground, got a high one, 15 short of halfway, as the Warriors are giving themselves 0 chance so far in this game. Penalty goes to the Sharkies. High tackle from Adam Pompey, Luke Lewis, and Cronulla will get great field position with this 8-6 lead.
Yeah, there was no high tackle in that.
Wow.
That was disgraceful. I'm going to be honest. It's a horrible call from the referee. I don't even know, sometimes I don't know what game I'm watching. That is ridiculous, seriously.
That's nothing against the game, that's just a horrible...
That's a horrible call. I just don't get it. How do you even come up with it? It's like, oh, I haven't blown a whistle for 5 minutes, I need to blow something. It's ridiculous. But anyway, the Sharks are making their own luck at the moment.
So with you, Louis. That was...
Yeah, I'm with you too.
Hello, Michael. Here's the tap. Cronulla 30 metres out from the Warriors line. Trindle goes left. Talakai away to Hazelton. He's wrapped up 24 out from the line.
There was no issue in that one.
6 minutes 30 gone. No, it wasn't even, not even an comes to the left away to Talakai. Strong run into Egan, Ford and Niokore. Standing in the tackle, shrugged away from Murata. And now he's held 12 out from the Warriors goal line. Played to Hohepa Peru. Goes left to Nihai Peru. Then on the inside to Iro. He straightens into Ford and Egan. Tackled 8 metres out from the line. 4 tackles gone for Cronulla Sutherland. Plays the ball. To the right they go. Trindle. Dummy. Steps back into 2. Niokore and Egan. Caught 5 metres out in front of the southern post. Last tackle, Hohepa Peru, left to Nihai Peru, pass away to T. Wilton, threw it back to Nihai Peru, throws one out the back door, 10 out to Kennedy. He puts it on the toe, in goal over the touching goal line. Poor finish by Cronulla. Good defence, Warriors. They'll have a 20-metre tap and a 7 tackle set. 7 minutes 20 gone second half. 8-6 in favour of Cronulla Sutherland. Watney Lesniak takes the tap, goes himself into McInnes and Hazelton, caught on his own 30. Around the grounds, and we've got the AFL final quarter. North Melbourne 73 leading West Coast 58. Full-time Queensland Cup, Townsville 34, Ipswich 10, while currently Western Clydesdales 28 leading Central Queensland 10. First half, Mackay 16 leading South Logan 8, and full-time in the netball, Adelaide Thunderbirds 2, good for Sunshine Coast Lightning, winning 67 to 49. Still to come, Parramatta and Canberra, but right now there's just over half an hour to go. 8-6 Sharks, Egan out of dummy half. Gets 10 metres inside Cronulla Sutherland territory with 2 tackles left. Played to Tuapiki. Floats it left to Vaimonga. Back on the inside it goes to Iremaya Tuava. He's tackled here by Hazelton and McInnes. 32 out from the Cronulla Sutherland line as Egan goes left. Chanel Harris-Tavita from 31 metres out. Puts up a towering kick. 10 out from the goal line. Easily taken though by Mulatalo. He's crashed to the ground. Coming through there by Niokore. 9 out from the Sharks line. 5 in from touch eastern side. He plays it. They work it right to Iro. He scored 14 out from his own line. 8 minutes 30 gone second half. Louis, 8-6 Sharks lead.
Yeah, well, the Warriors need to force a bit of an error here to get a little bit of field position at the moment. They just keep coming out their own end. And I keep saying they're running one out. They're not working with each other. They've got to play some football. A couple of little offloads would worry the Sharks, but they're just not doing anything. They're just tucking it under the arm and running one out, and the Sharks are eating it up.
It's now Jaden Barrell on the field. He goes left to Neo Peru. He's caught 14 metres short of halfway. Ball's going to be played. Kick downfield from Trindle. Down the throat of Nickel Klukstar, or rather Tuapiki. 19 out from the Warriors line. He gets it back over the 30, and he'll play 32 out from his own line. 31 minutes to go. 8-6 Sharks lead. Warriors with it forward. He goes left to Chance Nickel Klukstar. Good run up the middle past Talakai. Caught 8 metres short of halfway by the hooker Beryl. Plays it and they go left edge to Laban. He's caught 3 metres in Sharks territory. 20 in from the western touchline by Burns. Played to Harris-Tavita. He works it open side right to Clark back on the field. He's now by Talakai, Beryl and Burns. 35 out from the line. 2 tackles left the Warriors as Ford sends it right. Tackle made by Martin. Shut up, Lou. 24 out. Played on the last. Egan goes right. Harris-Tavita kick off the outside of his boot. Up goes Kennedy. But the ball may have been caught by the Warriors. Kennedy and Trindle in there with Tuapiki, and we're going to the bunker.
We are on last tackle. Have no try. Looking to see if Tane Tuapiki loses the ball into Will Kennedy, or if it's a one-on-one from Kennedy that takes possession of a contested ball in the air.
It'd be interesting. At first thought, it looked like he had the ball when he hit the ground and scored, and then he ripped the ball out. What happens if they've got the ball simultaneously here? Does it go to the try scorer?
Simultaneously is a try.
Right, yeah.
I thought it'd be a line dropout.
I reckon it's simultaneous on this one. He's onside. Definitely onside.
Sorry, Braden.
So it's up to the bunker MC, Chris Butler. He says yes, onside.
He gets up and he's got the ball here. And I reckon he gets close to the line.
I don't think he puts it down, and then I think he rips it out, and Trindle ends up with the ball in the in-goal. So I feel like it's going to be a guideline dropout.
Yes, mate.
So that actually comes off Trindle.
They might call that a knock-on off Trindle.
Trindle into Tuapiki. That's what I reckon too. And then close to the line, about a metre away, Tuapiki and Trindle. Trindle's got it,
and that hits the ground. And knocks it on into Braden Trindle, which is the first breach.
Well, they're saying the Warriors not.
We have a decision.
It didn't come off the Warriors. It came off Braden Trindle first.
I'm with you there, Lou.
It'll be a handover, mate.
That's what I thought as well.
So it is a knock-on Warriors.
It's a handover out 10.
Is the ruling. Half an hour to go. Sharks 8, Warriors 6.
I don't think it would have been a try anyway. I think it would have been a goal line dropout.
Correct, because Trindle seemed to ground it on the goal line.
Yes, yes.
Cronulla.
But
no, he knocked it on into. It should have been.
Yes, definitely. That
should have been a play ball. The Warriors 10 metres out.
Definitely.
The Sharkies with it. 13 out from their own goal line as play resumes. Katoa tackled by Ford. Played to Beryl. And he sends it open side left for Cronulla Sutherland with this 2-point lead. 10 minutes gone in this second half. Monga with the tackle here on Iro. Plays it, they work it to the right side. This time Cronulla Sutherland. And swarming defence. Iremaya Tuava was there with Clark. 29 out from the goal line. Now they work at left edge again, Talakai. He's nailed by Vaimonga and Egan. Played to Beryl, 13 short of halfway. Goes right to Trindle. Harris-Tavita and Laban in his road. And down he goes, a metre short of halfway. 20 in from the western touchline. Last tackle, Sharkies. Has played to Jaden Beryl. Goes right. Kick downfield by Trindle. From halfway down to the southwest corner. Pressure on Tuapiki. Great catch. 19 out from the Warriors line. 29 minutes to go. Sharkies lead by 8-6 so far, a scoreless second half, Mon.
Yeah, he took that very low to the ground to a peak. You usually see fullbacks try and out-leap their opposition, but he caught that very low to the ground, and nice chase again from the Cronulla Sharks.
On the text line, Lynn says, I'm glad it was the male touch judge, not our terrific female on the other side of the field in the first half. Yeah, I don't want to name names, but it was you, Dave Munro. Here's the Warriors, 15 short of halfway. Centre left Clark, knocked to the ground, 8 metres short of halfway. Ball's going to be played. They go left to Harris Tavita. 41 out from his own line. Puts boot to ball. That's because the Warriors are doing 0 with the ball in hand. They're not going anywhere. Kennedy with a return. And he's taken 30 out from his own line. We've had 11 minutes 30 second half. 8-6. Cronulla Sutherland lead the Warriors. And now later it's Western Sydney Stadium. Parramatta and Canberra. Kick-off just after 7:30 with Brett Sprigg, Dean Hallertau and Ruan Sims. Mulatalo, 15 short of halfway, plays it. They work it open side right. Iro tackle 12 metres short of halfway. Monga was in there. Played to Beryl. He goes right to the other centre, Ramian, driven into the turf by Ford. And Jacob Laban played 5 short of halfway. Oregon Kafusi on the field, and there's his first hit up. Tackle 4 metres in Warriors half. Plays it on the last to Beryl. Goes left to Niwai Peru with a kick downfield. Down to the Sowies corner. Taken by Watney Jelesniak. He's caught instantly by Wilton. 14 out from the Warriors line. Cronulla 8, Warriors 6.
Yeah, just keep harping on about the same thing, but the Sharks are doing a good job. They're getting through their sets. They're waiting for their chance. They're waiting for the Warriors to make an error coming out of their own end. And the Warriors, they just aren't, like we keep saying, they're not asking any questions. So they're going to look up soon, and they're going to know that they're still down by 2, and the clock's going to start to work against them.
So now up the middle go the Warriors within 15 of halfway through Egan. He'll play the ball, does so. Comes left edge to Nickel Klugstar, caught by Hazelton and also McInnes. 3 short of halfway. Egan goes right. Kick downfield by Tamari Martin. Down to the northeast corner, and it's caught 11 out from the goal line by Kennedy. And he straightens and wrapped up on his own 20. 27 minutes to play. Cronulla Sutherland 8, Warriors 6. There's now the Sharkies. Work it right to Katoa. He's caught midfield. 25 out from his own line by Harris Tavita. And also in there was Laban. Centre field Ramey. Got the offload away to Niwai Peru. Centre left to Iro. Tower there with Tamari Martin. 34 out from the Sharks line. 11 in from touch on the eastern side. Now Sharkies with it. Back open side right, Mulatalo. He steps into the defence of Laban and Clark. Held the call, 10 short of halfway. Plays it to Beryl, comes to the right. Then away McInnes. He's caught by 3 defenders, Egan and Iremaya Tuava, 4 short of halfway. On the last trindle, the kick. Down to the southwest corner, near the touchline, caught by Tuapiki. 10 out from his own line, returns it, caught 18 out from his own line. And MC, it's pretty much rinse and repeat every set, isn't it?
It is rinse and repeat from both sides, Andrew. They're just going through, after such a poor opening half with their handling, teams have been very conservative at the moment. They're relying on kick chase and trying to force an error with the defence, but it just hasn't happened for a while from either side.
So the Warriors, Watney Jelesniak, there haven't been many breaks in play. I'll get you a text when I can. Here's Egan breaking free. He got the pass away now, and it's Pompey. Then got a ball away, juggled out. The Warriors made a mess of it. My gosh, they're awful today. Comes away to Raymond, and he's tackled 10 metres in Warriors territory.
They didn't need to do that. They finally made a line break. They pushed a few passes. Last one was from Chanel Harris Tavita under pressure, and there was Cronulla defenders everywhere. They just didn't need to do that. They need to take the tackle and play that ball and play off the back of that. It looks like a high shot here for a Sione Katoa penalty.
He stayed down just long enough to get the penalty. And he gets it. So a penalty goes to the Sharkies. Penalties are now 5-3 to Cronulla Sutherland. 8-6 in favour of the Sharks.
Players on report, I think it was Jackson Ford on report.
Good pick-up, MC. So Jackson Ford, the first Warriors player placed on report. And that's for a high tackle on Katoa. And now a great chance here for Cronulla. Almost to put the Warriors out of their misery. 8-6 in favour of the Sharkies. And that happened in the 56th minute. So from the tap, Hazelton gets to within 20 metres of the Warriors' goal line. Caught by Vaimonga. They need a big set defensively here. The Waz comes left to McInnes. Short ball Kafusi taken by Egan Ford and Iremaya Tuava. 12 metres out. Dummy half Jaden Beryl comes back to the left side. Niwai Peru back into Wilton. He's taken 8 metres out from the line by Clark head on. Played to Beryl. Comes to the right. Niwai Peru away to McInnes. Wrapped up 5 out from the line. 16 gone second half. 8-6 Sharks. 2 tackles left Cronulla. Beryl goes left to Trindle. Short ball away. Great tackle there coming from the halfback Martin. 2 metres out. Played on the last by Wilton. Stab kick by Beryl. Cleaned up in goal by Tuapiki. Trindle's got him. Nearly lost him. Cleaned up by Kennedy and Beryl. Goal line dropout. for the Warriors. 23 and a half left. Cronulla Sutherland 8, Warriors 6. All right, on the text line, 0467 920 222. Boys, enjoying the game. Just wanting to know what your thoughts on the Tigers making the finals. Thanks from Xavier. I think they are not making the finals. What about you, Michael?
Unlikely.
Luke Lewis?
No chance.
Okay, you got 3 different versions. This game has genuinely been odd thus far. I expect the highlights to be accompanied by the Benny Hill theme music from Brendan. Here's the line dropout, and the return comes from Cronulla Sutherland's Billy Burns to within 20 of the line. Taken by Clark, played to Beryl, goes right, Niwai Peru, back on the inside to Hazelton. They've got a break here, surely, the Warriors. 12 metres out. It's played to Beryl, goes left to Trindle, inside to McInnes. Stowers Smith is there with Clark. McInnes stands in the tackle, 8 metres out from the line. Beryl comes back to the right, Trindle. Oh, they've lost the ball. Cronulla, it came into Burns and he's knocked it on. So a let off. The Warriors defence holds firm, Luke Lewis. Another drop from Burns, and the Warriors get a bit of a get out of jail free card.
Yeah, it's a very ugly game, I'm going to say that. But both sides are doing a pretty good job defending their line.
Defensively,
they're doing a good job, and they're up in each other's faces, but their attack from both sides is so far off at the moment. And look, I'm putting it down purely to the conditions. It looks super duper slippery out there. I don't think there's been much rain, but the dew looks crazy. But the Warriors, if they want to win, they've got to play some football, because at the moment, what are you laughing at?
Crazy dew.
Crazy dew.
Leads me to the question of what's dewing.
There's been a lot. There's not been much dewing of the positive nature in this game.
Here's the Warriors. Thankfully, it's close though, so anything could happen.
It, but they just haven't held the ball.
Geez, you're negative. Here's Jackson Ford taking 31 out.
How would you assess this game, Andrew?
Oh, awful.
Oh, okay.
Comes to the left now for Aaron Clark. He's going to be wrapped up, but at least I like that it's still up for grabs here. Ball played to Egan. Takes off from dummy half. Goes himself. He's coming into his own. And he's going to be held about 5 metres in Sharks territory after a 15-metre run. But it is the last now for the Warriors. Tuapiki goes left. Harris to Vita the kick off the left boot. Very shallow. And no one wants to catch it apart from the Warriors. And then it's dropped by the Warriors. Put on the toe by Tanner Stowers Smith. Forced back to pick it up in the in-goal area. That's Sione Katoa, it is, and he's caught. So they're ruling there was not an infringement for the Warriors. It'll be a goal line dropout. No, he is bringing it back for a changeover. 15 out from the Sharks line, 19 gone second half. Cronulla 8 leading the Warriors 6 with Luke Lewis, Michael Carianis. I'm Andrew Moore here on NRL Saturday. Gents, fine commentary as always as you're broadcasting from the boardroom, and as much as I admire the manner in which you and your commentary team describe matches, my question is, will the commentary for the Perth Bears home games be live with local commentators, or will people such as yourself be flying across the nation every fortnight, or will it be the boardroom? Fair question from Philip at WA. I'll answer it when I can. Here's, as best as I know the answer, comes left to Oregon Kafusi. He's caught 31 metres out from his own goal line, looking like about to come onto the field for the Warriors as Cronulla at 12 short of halfway. Looks to be the young man who will be on debut, and that's Mikala Taufa. As Cronulla, meanwhile, take it to within a few metres of halfway. It's played by Kennedy on the last. Goes left to Trindle. He puts boot to ball. And over Wren down to the right wing. Caught by Watney Jalesniak on the 10. Brings it back to the 20. Managed to get through Niwai Peru. And finally claimed 23 out from his own goal line. And gets a set restart. Too slow on the play the ball, Sharkies. Now it's Tuapiki. He's scored 28 out from his own line. 20 minutes gone, 20 minutes left, second half. Cronulla Sutherland, 8 Warriors, 6 in Auckland. As now the Warriors, Taufa. He sends the ball away to the left side. Nickel Klugstar, good run. Caught 7 short of halfway, but again, it's all one out from the Warriors. Taufa, he goes himself from dummy half, wrapped up ball and all by Burns. 2 metres in Cronulla territory. Egan sends it right. Stowers Smith, another 1 out hit up, and he's caught 8 metres in Sharks territory. They are not normally Barry Boros, the Warriors, as here's Martin lifted in the air by Beryl as he kicks the ball downfield. Catch by Kennedy, but it is a penalty going to the Warriors for the challenge on the kicker of the footy. Laban comes over to Jaden Beryl, just gives him a pat in the head, basically. It is a penalty, Warriors. and this will give them the chance, Luke Lewis, to level the scores. The penalty 10 metres in from touch on the eastern side, and that Shark player, Jaden Beryl's been put on report.
Yeah, I'd like to see it again because I don't think there was a whole lot in it. He gets up, he's that close. Oh, mate, he goes to ground with him, doesn't touch his leg. I don't have a problem with that. But he's got the ball still in hand. He goes to the ground with him, does not touch his leg. Why are we having this conversation about that? But they need it because they're not going to score points, the Warriors, with the way they're playing. So they need 2 points to take this to extra time, just what we need at the moment.
Well, hey, we're a long way from extra time.
Oh, not really, because none of these teams are scoring the way they're playing at the moment.
They shouldn't be allowed extra time.
Not high, not late, not dangerous.
Not a penalty, not on report.
It is on report, but he won't get done for it. There's nothing in it. He goes to the ground with him.
He tackled him as he had the ball in hand. He did it actually perfectly, Jaden Beryl.
It was the safest way possible whilst putting pressure on a kicker.
18 minutes to go, 8-6 Cronulla Sutherland. Aaron Woods, good to see him in the crowd with a beautiful hat on. What's he doing over there? So now the kick, 21 metres out, 10 in from the eastern touchline. How confident are you that Adam Pompey kicks this, Louis?
No, hits the post.
MC.
In.
I'll say in.
You should go for the soft option.
To level
Actually,
the score. You always predict the post to be hit. Here he comes. He will for sure. Strikes it, no! It curls in. He's kicked the goal. I thought the rainbow of Clacker was going to strike again. Pompey 2 out of 2. It is 8-all Warriors in Cronulla Sutherland with 17.5 minutes to go over in Auckland. Now, in answer to your question, Philip, the answer is I don't know. I'd assume we're going to go over there for the first game, and the hope is that a call team over there in Perth will be developed, and the calls will mainly come from over there. I'd hate to think that the majority will be done from the boardroom. That's too easy an option, and one thing we do more than any other is do it from the ground, and I certainly hope that's the case. Here's the kickoff now, and it's going down to the southeast corner for the Warriors. Just let me know when that camera's stopped, Louis, so I can watch again.
In 3, 2, and 1.
Warriors 13 metres out from their own line. Good timing. Thank you, Luke. Taufa comes left now to Pompey. He's tackled 19 out from his own line. Teamwork, I love it. Taufa swings it left away to Jackson Ford, who I don't think's had a breather in the first 63.5 minutes. He's caught 23 out from his own line, set of field by Burns. They're entangled. But the referee says, no, no one meant it. Taufa goes right to Clark. Another one out hit up from the Warriors. Outside their 30. Guess you can understand it. First set after points. Taufa goes left to Opiki. He's tackled. 13 short of halfway. Last play, Warriors. Taufa goes left to Harris Tavita. Remember, the player off the field was their only one who looked likely to do anything, Wade Egan. Kicks taken by Kennedy on his own 20. Good take into tackle there by Taufa and Ford. Great chase by the young bloke, and Kennedy will play it 27 out from his own line to Trindle. Goes left to Sione Katoa. He's going to be caught 29 out from his own line. 16 minutes to go. 8-all the score, Warriors and the Sharks. Trindle for Cronulla. Sends it away left this time, and the tackle made on the Sharkies player Mulatalo. 15 short of halfway. They work it right. Kafusi strolled through 2 into the defence now of Clark and Laban. 5 short of halfway. It comes right to Hazelton. He charges there into Taufa and Towers Smith. 6 metres in Warriors half. Last tackle, Cronulla Sutherland. Scores locked at 8. Trindle the kick from 43 metres out. And it's going to be caught by Wadney Jelezniak. 10 out from his own goal line. Caught by Toby Rudolph and Niwai Peru. 19 out from the Warriors line. Plays it and they work it left. Through hands. Across it comes now. Way to Nickel Klukstar on the left wing. He replaced Cam Pereira. Thought he may have got a high shot from Trindle. Play on, says the referee. 26 out from the Warriors line. Played to Harris Tavita. Goes right to Ali Leotower. And in fact, that's Adam Pompey on the left side. 31 out from the Warriors line. Taufa goes right to Ford. Hit and spin. Back to Taufa. Got the pass away to a retreating Stowers Smith. But he accelerates. Caught by Hazelton. He'll play it 7 short of halfway. 2 tackles left. Taufa goes left. Another one out hitter. Aaron Clark up the middle. Caught 43 out from the line. Last play, Warriors. Taufa sends it left. Harris Tavita the kick from 44 metres out. Dropping back and taking it is Katoa. 6 out from his own line. Chased and hunted by Ford. 7 out from the Sharks line. Centre field. 14 minutes 30 left, Louis. 8-all the score.
Yeah, good work there by Ford. Just showing a bit of leadership for his forward teammates at the moment. And slowly starting to get back in the game, the Warriors, but again, there's not much bobbalooing out there at the moment for either side in attack, but just needs something to happen. Need a little bit of a break quick play of the ball and a quick shift and hopefully see some good footy play.
Here's the Sharks now working through Ramey in midfield. 29 out from their own goal line. Laban, Ford and Taufa in defence. 2 tackles left, Sharks. Beryl goes right. A let's get out of here kick from Braden Trindle. And getting back, let it bounce. Tuapiki and Watnage Lesniak. Tuapiki picks it up. 20 out from his own line. Step past Hepa Peru, caught by Niwai Peru. 28 out from his own line. Michael Carianis, 8 all the score.
It's a lower leg injury here. Yeah, he fell awkwardly and immediately grimaced with his right leg at the moment. He felt that in the tackle straight away. Just gets caught under Jesse Ramian.
I'll call this a hip drop.
What would you call it? Bless you.
Thank you. I had to push a little button there. I reckon I'll call this a hip drop, but I don't think it was.
No, that's what I'm saying. What would you call it?
Oh, it's called a tackle. It's gone a little bit wrong.
So you think it did go wrong?
Well, yeah, he come around the back and landed his body on the back of the ankle, but it wasn't dropping the hip on the back of his ankle.
So we'll see. Let's hope he's okay. Firstly, Tane Tuapiki. 13 minutes 45 to go. Warriors 8, Cronulla Sutherland 8. Around the grounds, full time in the AFL, and North Melbourne MC has pipped the West Coast Eagles 74 to 73. Full time Queensland Cup, and it is a report. Full time Queensland Cup. Clydesdales 34 beat Central Queensland 10. Second half, Mackay 22 leading South Logan 8. Netball first quarter, Melbourne Mavericks, Queensland Firebirds 1-1. So it's Niwai Peru.
You can't do anything. That's an accident. That's a proper accident. That's not a hip drop.
That is not a hip drop.
So, well, the good news is you two have been in agreement for most of this game.
Yes.
So now the tap taken, and Stowers Smith is going to be caught up at halfway. Good run by Stowers Smith. That's the 4th Shark on report. Time for a hip drop. So now it's Jackson Ford, middle of the field. Put to the ground by Kafusi, Burns and Beryl. 10 metres in Sharks territory. Played to Taufa. Goes right to Clark. He's nailed by Wilton and Niwai Peru. 31 out from the goal line. 20 in from touch eastern side. Stowers Smith, 1 out hit up. Caught about 27 away. Middle of the park, northern end. 2 tackles left. They work it right. Clark to Tamati Martin. And he's caught by Wilton and Beryl. 13 out. Last play Warriors. What's the play here? Taufa goes left. Chanel Harris to Vita. Crossfield kick coming down near the goal line. Tap back, I think, from the Warriors. Stowers Smith taps it back again to Harris to Vita. Goes left to Pompey through an awful pass. Good hands from Nickel Klugstar. Kicks across field from 19 metres out centre of the ballpark. It comes on the ground back to the Warriors. It's with Jacob Laban. He got the pass away to Leah Tower. Awful passes knocked on by Watnage Lesniak, dived on by the Sharkies.
No advantage there.
I think, though, that the earlier listener about the Benny Hill music, we could play it to that very play.
Oh, they did say advantage. There you go.
I don't think they called it a knock-on, Louis. I thought it was a knock-on. But
it was a knock-on.
Yeah, I thought it was a knock-on in off the back of the chance kick here. But they didn't. They wouldn't have called that because there's definitely no advantage play.
The crossfield kick, no, they've ruled it that it came off the Warriors player, and I think that's right, looking at that first replay. You disagree?
Disagree.
Live, and I thought it was a knock-on.
Okay. Here's the Sharks, 28 out from their own line. 12 minutes to go, 8 all the score. Warriors in Cronulla Southern. Tomorrow, we're on air from midday at Leichhardt Oval.
Louis. A lot of us in there.
John Gibbs.
Yeah, good.
Scott Sorensen. Joined live by Scott Sattler.
I think we should try and get Sats's phone.
I'll be there. You can do that, Louis. That's your gig. As now comes left to Trindle. Probably wouldn't have predicted it on air because Sats is a loyal listener. Kick downfield caught by Tuapiki. 19 out from the Warriors line. Steps into Niwai, Peru, Wilton and McInnes. 30 out. So who are you on here? 11 minutes 15 to go. 8 all it is. So it was 8-6 at half-time to the Sharks.
I'm on the referee to take us extra time.
What about you, Michael Carianis?
Warriors by 1.
Field goal time. So now they get within 6 of halfway. Ball's going to be played by Leah Tower to Taufa. Goes left to Nickel Klugstar. Offloaded to Taufa. Spins it left to Harris to Vita. And he goes straight into the defence. 2 metres in Cronulla Sutherland territory on play 4. Taufa now. Stowers Smith. Got the pass away right to Tamati Martin. He's tackled 38 metres away. Played on the last Taufa. Goes left. Harris to Vita. Left foot kick. To the northwest corner, Sione Katoa. Good catch. He's got it for the Sharks. 14 out from his own goal line. 10 minutes, 30 to go. 8 all the score. And then it's Parramatta and Canberra from Western Sydney Stadium. Here's the hit up coming from Ramian, and he's dealt with by Stowers Smith and Nickel Klugstar. So tight as tight can be. As they go left, the Sharkies. Taking the tackle here is Katoa, 15 out from his own line, midway through the tackle count. Now left to the other winger, Mulatalo, in centre field, and he's caught 19 out from his own goal line. Go the Sharks, his boy Trucker, travelling from Canberra Hospital, bringing mum home to Bega. Go the Sharks. Well, I hope your mum's all right. And here's Iro, 32 out from the Sharks line. It comes right to Trindle, kicked it straight into the body of Laban. Oh, it's been played at, says the referee. Trindle dives back on it, 20 out from the Sharks line.
Challenge.
9 minutes 42 to go. Well, play is continuous here. So the ball's played, and it comes to the right side. I didn't think he played that at all.
I don't reckon he played it either. He didn't even jump. He didn't turn his back. He ran up to put pressure on and then just closed his arms.
You know what happened? He got hit with the footy.
Correct.
So now centre field left to McInnes. He's tackled. Michael?
You can't tackle the kicker. You can't get,
you can't even get in the way of it now. I'll just let him run through.
Here's a drop ball coming from the front row of Tobias, Eric Rudolph, and it's a penalty to Cronulla Sutherland with 9 minutes and 9 seconds to go, a couple of metres short of halfway. Penalties now 5-4 to the Sharks. Bit of a modern-day kerfuffle. Marty Martin and Ronaldo Mulatalo look like the high tackle coming from Jeremiah Tuava. No doubt about it.
That could be more.
On Toby Rudolph, left up.
Bit of a swinging arm.
Hand clinched as well.
That was his fault, wasn't it? The fact that it did slip high.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. That should be on report.
It wouldn't surprise me he goes.
Yeah, I'd be comfortable. I think his hand was clinched.
They say the penalties there are 7-5 on the screen. I've got them as 5-4 to the Sharkies. Okay. So there's a bit of a meeting here of both teams. They're both in a huddle with 9 minutes and 5 seconds to go.
Yeah, I reckon you'll go to 10. Because it was a closed fist and there's a bit of a swing and it was force. I reckon you'll go to 10.
Dimitri Vaiamonga back on the field for Tanner Stowers-Smith. I reckon if Warriors are going to win, they need Egan back out there. Text line 0467 920 222. Hey there, team. Loving the show tonight. Do we need to add Bubba Louie to Louie's dictionary? Go the Sharks tonight from Andrew and Michelle. Is Bubba Louie already in there? I fancy it.
Bubba Louie. Yeah, Bubba Louie's in there.
And what does it say under the word?
Huh?
What's the description?
It's like basically what's doing.
And what's under what's doing?
The same thing.
Bubba Louie.
What's Bubba Louie?
I can't wait to read this full thing.
It's getting there. About 2 pages away.
I reckon it's about 2 years away. Sharkies fine touch. He's on report too. Jeremiah Tuava. I'm running out of room on my little notepad here. So he's on report in the 71st minute for a high tackle. Jeremiah Tuava. So here's the Sharkies. They come centre field. About 23 out from the goal line is where the tackle is made on McInnes from forward. 8-all the score. Comes right this time to Hepa Peru. Play knocked down in back play. Accidentally, says the referee, in Rudolph. Now Peru plays it to Beryl. Goes left to Trindle. Turns it back on the inside. Tackle made 13 out. Now players are just carrying on like pork chops all over the place looking for penalties. And McInnes is staying down after the forward tackle. Clutches at his face and plays it. 2 tackles left. Comes to the right, Trindle. Turns it into Rudolph. Put the fend on, but Clark takes him with Jeremiah Tuava. 11 out. Last plays at a field goal time. Beryl, no, he goes to the left to Niwai Peru. Bounces off Vaiamonga. Dived on by Watney Gillette. The arc and the Warriors survive. 12 metres out from their own line. 5 in from the eastern touchline. 8 to go. 8-all the score, Louis. I hope this game goes for another 48 minutes.
It's going to.
It's only going to seem like that, Luke.
Well, because at the moment, no one's even thinking about a field goal. When they get down in perfect field position, they're not even setting up for it. I reckon they must feel like, there's still another whole half to go, both sides.
Taufa goes left to Nickel. Klugstar, good run. Caught 30 out from his own line. 7 minutes 30 to play. Warriors 8, Sharks 8. And here's Vaiamonga, an offload away. Looked a bit risky, but it's okay. 10 short of halfway. Played on the last. It comes left. Harris DeVita, left foot kick. His feet must be getting sore. Straight down the throat of Katoa. 16 out for the Sharks line. He'll bring it back near the 30. Got away from forward. Still running across field. And Jeremiah Tuava's got him with Vaiamonga. Tackle complete. 27 out from the line.
If I'm in field goal position, I'm going for the 1. I don't know why Cronulla went away from it. They're in golden opportunity. Neither side look like scoring at the moment. I'll be trying to break the deadlock as soon as I can.
Well, yeah, you don't know how many more chances you're going to get. Mulatalo plays it. Comes left to Wilton. And he's taken about 5 short of halfway, midway through the tackle count. 12 short of halfway it is actually. Beryl goes right centre field. And Ramian tackle, 5 short of halfway. Played by Beryl. Takes off from dummy half. Then gets hit as he passes the ball away. Was it touched in flight? Wilton dives on it. 34 out from his own line. What nation Lesniak flops on him. And the ruling is a knock on by the Warriors. So it's going to be a scrum feed to Cronulla Sutherland due to no advantage. Right on halfway, 6 minutes 15 left. 8-all Warriors Cronulla at halftime. The Sharkies led 8-6.
Yeah, not much change, has there? But Beryl's trying to come underneath. He gets unlucky there. Was that Tamari Martin? It comes up with a nice shot.
Good tackle, isn't it?
Yeah, he comes in and makes the tackle, not really looking at the ball, but just gets his arm and his hand hits the ball. And that's why it's been caught a knock on. But this is the Sharks' best opportunity. They should be going, setting up the middle of the field or just to the right or just to the left, depending on who's kicking the field goal, and get this field goal over. They've got 5 minutes to go.
They win the scrum, Cronulla, and they work it away left to Iro, and he's taken there in the tackle of Leah Tower. 5 metres in Warriors half, 12 in from the eastern touchline. Out to the right, Wilton. And it's just incrementally downfield. 39 out from the goal line, tackled by 4. Dummy half Beryl. Goes to his right, McInnes, middle of the park. Tackled 34 out from the goal line by Taufa and Vaimonga. Plays the ball, Beryl. 3 tackles left. Goes right, Niwai Peru on the inside to Burns. He's taken middle of the park, 29 metres out. Where's Trindle? He's the man, isn't he? Oh, now he's trying to milk a penalty here. Billy Burns clutching at his neck. Told to get up and play it, and does. To Beryl, goes left to Trindle, turns the ball on the inside. Tackle mate 22 out. This is the last. Here it comes. Trindle to the right. McInnes plays it. Trindle, 24 metres out. Kick charge down. The Sharks will get another set. Katoa's got it 38 metres out after the charge down, 11 in from the western touchline.
At least that was a charge down from Jackson Ford, a legitimate one.
That was a great effort, really. Yeah. The front rower, I think, has been out there for the whole 75 minutes, hasn't he? So now the Sharkies still in the box seat, though. They got all the ball. Ramian, 35 out, plays it, comes left. Peru got the pass left to Talakai. He's caught 27 metres out from the line. Don't forget live cricket on the ABC Listen app and Sport Digital Radio. The Australian women's cricket team takes on South Africa from 11:30 tonight of the T20 World Cup. Ball-by-ball coverage on that white button. Here's Talakai, got the pass away, and then Niwai Peru spills it. The ball ends up touching goal. Peru thought he was caught on suspicion, pleads with the referee, but the fact is it's a 20-metre tap for the Warriors and a 6-tackle set, and they take the tap and have it 28 out from their own line. Well,
the Sharks, they're their own worst enemy. They keep trying to push the passes and win the game more fancy. They didn't need to there. They give away a 7-tackle set. And this would give the Warriors one really good opportunity, I reckon, to get a shot at a field goal.
Well, not have only made 2 metres. Here's Nickel Klubstar, flicks it back to Egan, who's back out there. He got a pass away left. That was more adventurous. Tackle 4 short of halfway on that occasion is the runner of the football on that occasion, Leah Tower. So now the Warriors through Clark. He plays the ball 45 out to Egan. Goes left to Nickel Klubstar. Caught by Burns, Beryl and one other. 35 out. They're too far away, aren't they? Egan sends it to a deep set. Tamari Martin, no chance from there. But instead he runs at the line. Beats one. Then got a pass away. Harris to beat her away. Pass knocked down by Katoa over the touchline. The ball meant for Ali Leah Tower. And Belinda Sharp slapping at a flag. It's going to be another set for the Warriors. They're going to play the ball. About 17 out from the Sharks line with 3 minutes to go, Michael Carianis.
Yeah, I thought next to no chance of scoring, just how bad the skill execution had been so far this afternoon, but they stripped him for numbers, and Sione Katoa, don't know if he needed to play at that because there was still, 25 or so metres that the Warriors had to run to try and score that try.
Hi, Andrew and A-Team. What a frustrating game to listen to, not to mention having to watch it. Appreciate you, team. We appreciate you very much. Here's the Warriors now, a chance. It comes back. Deep set Martin, 21 metres out. Kick charge down and dived on by the Sharks. Well, Tamari Martin and the Warriors, if you want to absolutely stuff up a field goal opportunity, put that in your dictionary, Louis, because that's how you do it.
How did he even get that, Will Kennedy? Did he just dive and as the ball was going in the air, catch it at full speed? I didn't even get to watch a replay, but that's a massive play there from Will Kennedy.
Yes, I know. 2 minutes to go. 8-all the score. They swing it right, the Sharks. Talakai. He's dumped to the ground a metre short of halfway. 2 tackles left, Cronulla. Katoa. Can the Sharkies get close enough? Beryl sends it left to Hohepa Peru. He's going to be taken by Vaimonga and Jeremiah Toaba. 42 out. Last play, Sharks. Beryl goes right. Trindle has a crack. From 43 metres out. Tell you what, he's got something behind it. Braden Trindle, he's kicked it. Get out of town. After the Warriors completely stuffed it up through Tamaree Martin, Braden Trindle will be the hero. It's a 2-point field goal from 43 metres. 90 seconds left. Sharks 10, Warriors 8. That was incredible.
He caught, and Will Kennedy charged the ball down and caught it at full speed. And then you go up the other end, and Trindle kicks it from 45 out and nails it. It goes 50. It goes over the dead ball line on the full. That is a huge play there from Trindle. And the Sharks, they're going to get away with it.
Short kick off. Up they go. Knocked back, I believe, by Katoa. And the Warriors dive on it. Right on halfway. They don't have anyone that can kick it over 40 metres, though, the Warriors. That's their problem. Vaimonga saying he had a hair pull. Push and shove. Burns gets involved. Play on. 1:07 to go. It comes right to Laban.
Can they score here? And can they score a try?
Well, they're going to have to pass the ball at some point. Egan goes right. And again, just one out Barry Boro stuff. Cronulla saying, yeah, keep doing that, please. 38 metres out. 52 seconds to go. Egan goes left to Vaimonga. Then away to Martin. Linked up with Pompey. There's a Warriors player tackled off the ball. Penalty Warriors.
Told you we're going to extra time, Andrew.
Danny Katoa has had an absolute brain snap here. Off the ball, he's levelled the Warriors. Plays like Chanel Harris-Tavita. I can't tell, but off the ball, totally when the play was dead. The play was going nowhere, and they've had an absolute brain explosion. It is Chanel Harris-Tavita that's down here for the Warriors.
So they're going to get a shot at penalty, albeit a tough one. Yeah, Katoa just nailed Harris-Tavita.
As the play was being finished.
I can't understand any of it.
Because
that should be a sin bidding, by the way.
It's a bizarre game. That's why.
It was soft.
Yeah, here we
it
go.
wasn't heavy contact.
Yeah, but it's a blatant tackle on the dude, not in possession.
Yeah, it was.
So they're going to have a shot for goal, the Warriors. It's all on Adam Pompey. 38 seconds left on the clock. 10-8 Sharks lead. To level it, to send us to extra time.
I don't reckon he can kick it. I reckon too much nerves. Coming from Sharks fan.
All right, FC, in or out?
In.
I'm saying out.
Louis?
10 in from touch.
Oh, no chance.
No chance.
No waving.
He might slip. I reckon he's going to slip over.
No one's allowed to wave.
Can he? What if he slips here?
Well, what if he slips?
He slips and kicks it. Does it?
Well, it'll be Cam Smith-esque, yeah. 8 seconds. This is the last play of the game. The spirit fingers are out. I thought I heard no waving.
That's right.
Here's Adam Pompey to send us to extra time, or Cronulla wins. 10-8 Sharks. He's talking to himself, Adam Pompey. He looks at the post. He's 31 out, 10 in from the western touchline. Here he comes. Pompey moves in, strikes it. No, shot it. Across the face, no goal. Caught in goal by Cronulla. That never looked like it from Adam Pompey. And frankly, they don't deserve to win. Cronulla does. Trindle raises his arms in triumph, and Cronulla Sutherland has won in Auckland by 10 points to 8 at Mount Smart Stadium. The Sharkies, gee, they did it the hard way, Lou, and in the end it was an amazing 2-point field goal from Braden Trindle.
Oh, it
but
was,
for 80 minutes, they were clearly the better side.
Yeah, it wasn't a great game when it comes to attacking prowess, but I tell you what, there's a lot of courage shown in defence. They had to keep turning up. They had to keep getting the ball from one end of the field to the other. They had to turn up and kick chase. Big play by Trindle. A massive play by Will Kennedy. And some really massive... Tonight really was all just based around defence. Big display of defence out there by a lot of players. So, well done to the Sharks. And lucky there for the Warriors. But the Warriors are their own worst enemy. They did not move the ball. They did not ask any questions. And the Sharks, well, they just got away with a sneaky little win.
And the worry, too, for the Warriors, MC, when they had chances to, when they had no idea what to do. That's not a second-place team. They've been outstanding in those positions all year.
Yeah, and that's the concern, because the players that they're missing are forwards, right? So they still march up the field okay, but it was their cohesion that was just totally lacking. And that field goal from Braden Trindle, he doesn't go deep at all. He's 2 attempts. He's pretty flat in the position.
And I promise you this, MC, it was right over the black dot.
It was a beautiful strike. It was a beautiful strike. But you know, players generally stand well behind the play of the ball when they're attempting a field goal. Twice he went for one. The first one got charged down.
Yeah.
Second one he was in a similar position and nailed it. So the Sharks definitely deserve to win.
All right, here's Cam McInnes, the Cronulla Sutherland captain, after a 10-8 win.
My type of footy. Not a lot of room. Two physical sides getting stuck into each other, and both teams, you know, held the ball well. Got a few calls off the ref there, put everybody in good field position, but we just we held on longer there, and yeah, what can we say about Tricky Trindle? That's unbelievable. Yeah.
How do you rate his form at the moment? It's just unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, he's playing really well, and but the thing he's doing all the right things off the field, and he's maturing, and not that he hasn't tried, but you just got to learn, and he's doing such a good job off the field. He's leading us because he's earning that right to lead us, so very proud of him.
When the noise gets loud, the pressure was on there, it was a draw. What do you guys focus on to stay calm and collected out there?
Oh, we know what our footy looks like. It doesn't always look pretty, and it didn't look pretty there, but you just give yourself a chance. And the Warriors are a great side, and this is the hardest place to play in the NRL. So we knew that it was going to be hard, and we knew that we'd have to find something, and thankfully we did.
Congratulations, 4 on the trot. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's Cam McInnes, the captain of Cronulla, after a very hard-fought 10-8 win over the Warriors. We are about 8 or 9 minutes away from heading to Western Sydney Stadium for Parramatta taking on the Canberra Raiders. Your texts remain welcome, 0467 920 222, and on the text line, Sharks leapfrog about 4 teams with that win. Here's Wade Egan now on the host broadcaster.
It was. They're a quality side, the Sharks, and yeah, they come here to play footy. I thought both teams were very physical. It was a physical battle the whole night. Balls in play for a long period of time, and yeah, they just capitalised on some moments, some big plays from Will Kennedy and then Trindle with the 45-metre field goal. So credit to them, but yeah, a little bit disappointing for us tonight.
It's not often this season you found yourself so low scoring, such a grind out there. What do you actually talk about to get on top of things?
Yeah, sort of wet weather footy with the dewy ground over here. The ball was real slippery and the ruck was pretty slow, so it was sort of like a wet footy sort of night. So two teams turned up defensively with a real good mindset, I thought, and yeah, it was a grind game, and just credit to them, they just won those big moments.
You got a little debutant in your place coming on tonight. What did you make of him?
Yeah, awesome, Macca. He deserved this for a long time. He's been one of Cup's best the last few seasons, and yeah, he's as tough as nails, and he didn't put a foot wrong out there tonight. He looked right at home, so I'm really happy for him, and he'll be in first grade for a long time to come.
You haven't had many losses this season. This is one. What becomes a non-negotiable moving forward?
Yeah, we got to review the game and see where we can get better. Definitely wasn't from a lack of trying. Our defence I thought was pretty good tonight. Just yeah, as I mentioned before, just key moments probably let us down the last 2 weeks. I think we had a chance down here to probably win the game. Then I think the Sharks just come with 2 massive plays, and yeah, that's what good footy teams do. So.
Good luck for next week.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
I think by my math that takes the Sharks to 5th, so they do leapfrog a few teams. So Penrith 28 points, Warriors 22, Manly Ringer 20, Dolphins 20. Sydney Roosters get usurped on for and against by the Sharkies. Sharkies up to 20, Roosters then 20, Newcastle 20, South Sydney 18. Then you've got the Cowboys 18, West Tigers 16, Melbourne 14, Canterbury Bankstown 14, Canberra 12, Brisbane 12, Gold Coast and Parramatta on 10, St George Illawarra on 6. Louis, your 3-2-1s, I guess the 3 has to go to the 5-8, doesn't it?
Well, the 3 has to go to Gerard Sutton.
Oh, wow.
No, only joking. Yeah, look, I think Trindle has to get it. He was really, really good tonight. He gets my 3. I went Jackson Ford for 2. I thought he was brilliant. I think he done over 50-plus tackles up through the middle of the field, played 80 minutes, and then gave Will Kennedy 1. Even just for that one play right at the end. That was huge.
They won them the game. They didn't have a chance if he didn't charge it to Murray Martin. The Warriors did everything in slow motion, so predictable, and Will Kennedy read it beautifully. Charged it down, sprinted 10 or 15 minutes, dived on the ball, and that provided the opportunity late for Trindle to kick that 43-metre field goal. Remarkable effort from Kennedy, whose good form continues, as does Braden Trindle's. He's a match winner, MC.
He is. He's definitely a match winner. He's got that X factor. He's carrying that spine at the moment with no Nico and no Blake Brayley. So that's a huge win for Cronulla, given the fact that they're missing all those players away from home, and now they cement themselves inside that final spot. So big win for them. And you touched on Thursday night the gap between Penrith and the second place Warriors. So that was before the Warriors played.
Yeah.
So now that's set in stone. Now the 6-point gap that the Panthers have at the halfway point, just over the halfway point of the season.
Yeah, that is massive, isn't it?
Massive.
0467 920 222. Andrew, Luke, MC, 2 top 8 teams. Great game. Sharks will be third on the ladder. Well, not quite yet, but can either team beat the Panthers currently? No. Well, the Warriors came close a couple of weeks ago. That's from Daintree Dolphin. I don't think Cronulla's
That was been playing all their players out. With like To'o, Cleary.
Well, Penrith had 3 out. Warriors had 2 out.
Yeah, but different cattle.
Carol, the limo driver, says, good evening, gents. In my opinion, there's been that many hair pulls in the last few weeks. It should be an automatic 10 in the bin. I think it is, Carol, if you get caught.
He didn't get done with a hair pull.
No, that's right.
He got up and pushed and shoved because he got hit in the back when he was on the ground.
0467 920 222. Andrew, Australia has not won a Cricket World Cup since Meg Lanning retired from Wayne and Mildura. No, you're right. They've got a point to prove over the next few weeks. And MC, you can text me tonight. We'll be up watching that game, Australia-South Africa, and listening on the ABC Listen app.
Rapid.
I won't be.
You won't be?
Obviously.
With Max. Warren Ryan used to say it's never too early to take a lead from Angus from Brisbane.
I agree. I'm a big advocate of that.
You're really intent on gilding the lily when it comes to North Melbourne's performance. So that must be for you, Michael.
Yeah.
Kath from Kingaroy, good evening. Andrew, Louie and Michael. Tomorrow when you're at Leichhardt, can you give a shout out to my next door neighbours, Zach and Marie, who are huge fans of the West Tigers and decided to make the pilgrimage to their home ground before it's closed for refurbishment. What fun it is when Parramatta play the Tigers. It's a competition to see who can shout the loudest. Yeah, and last time they played at Western Sydney Stadium was Tigers fans, but this one, Tigers against Gold Coast, should be predominantly Tigers, but you might have to remind me about that tomorrow, Kath. In fact, I'd encourage you to, because I've no chance of remembering that. No, but shout out Zach, shout out Marie. Andrew and boys, this game seemed like the longest game ever from Phil in Mudgee.
Good call, Phil.
Yeah, it did take a while. If Bubba Louie is on, does that make Andrew into quick draw McGraw? Famous sidekicks from Lockie at Bulladila. Does anyone else understand that?
No.
Okay. Nicky on the Goldie says the officials were going as well as both teams.
Concur.
Andrew, did Royce Slavin play for Newtown before Illawarra? Royce Slavin? Sure, he did. 0467 920 222. Tomorrow, Louis, we're at Leichhardt for 6.5 beautiful hours in that wonderful box. Den Dog will be there. And, we'll get little whoosh noises-ish. Ralph will be there. Gibbsy will be there. You going to look after Jonty tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt you sucking on all.
I'm not. No, I'm not actually.
You're not?
I was about to.
Right.
Yeah.
Open your mouth. I can see it.
You cannot.
I can. Scott Sorensen will be with us tomorrow, the Penrith forward, and we'll be joined by many, many, many wonderful guests. We'll be getting to know Louis, former Dragon, Shark, Eel, Panther. I think a legend
I know
of
who
all
you're
clubs.
talking about.
Who?
It has to be Latsy. You said that many clubs.
It is. Jeremy Lattimore will be getting to know. Scott Sattler, who's now the guru at the Gold Coast, he'll join us as well in the broadcast box, and we'll check in with the Queensland State of Origin camp ahead of Origin 2 at the MCG on Wednesday night. We'll be there. Myself, Louis, John Gibbs and Matthew Elliott on deck from 7 p.m. on Wednesday night for Game 2. Do we get a decider for the third game, or does New South Wales wrap up the series? Hopefully we've got 90,000 people there, and hopefully it's going to be a great game of footy. Luke Lewis, it's been a great day today here in the boardroom.
Always awesome in the boardroom.
It is, and I'll see you tomorrow.
I can't wait. Thank you.
Thank you, Luke. Michael Carianis, what a performer you've been today. Love you dearly. Look forward to your articles in the Sunday Telly tomorrow, and I'll see you somewhere else.
Yes, enjoy Origin.
You got heaps in the paper tomorrow?
No.
Okay. Thank you to our producer, Ralph Tucker. Our man of sound, Dennis Carnahan. Thank you, Den Dog. To Renell Moa and earlier Ned Hall in the studio. And thank you so much for listening. We've had a heck of a day. And in the end, the Sharkies, a heck of a win. 10-8 over the Warriors in Auckland. Let's keep it going out at Western Sydney Stadium. Brett Sprigg, good evening.
Thank you, gents. Welcome to paradise. Though it's not been paradise for the Eels this year at home. Can they turn things around? They sit second last, only 2 places below Ricky's Raiders. who will unveil a new debutant tonight, Canberra. Vena Patuki Case, 21 years of age, a young forward who, after a number of injury setbacks, gets his opportunity tonight. And this is NRL Saturday on ABC Sport. It continues here where it's dry. There was a chance of a shower forecast. Staying dry for now, and about 16 degrees here at Western Sydney Stadium. We'll get an update on all that with Ruan Sims on the sideline very shortly. But Dean Hallertau is here once again. Shop, have you swung your tip again, or do you still reckon Canberra makes the better argument here tonight?
I was thinking about it, but I'm going to stick with Canberra. I just think that they've got a lot of strength across the park, 1 to 13, just a little bit more balanced than what the Eels are presenting, and obviously a number of players out for the Eels hurts them. So I'm going to stick with the Raiders, even though a couple of Origin players out. You can text us, as always, 0467 920 222. Speaking of the aforementioned Ruan Sims, let's see what's happening at ground level just a few moments before kick-off. G'day, Roo.
G'day, Spriggy, Dino, and everyone at home. It's actually quite a nice evening down here. I don't have my phone on me. I think I may have left it upstairs, so I can't tell you the temperature, but I don't even have my jacket on at the moment. It's quite balmy. The crowd is still building, but I tell you what, the people who are here, they are making plenty of noise. It's very, very loud. We've had a light show. We're in the middle of a bit of a light show here, and it's just getting a little bit of excitement about the night.
Well, I'm just concerned, Roo, that Luke Lewis is somehow hiding phones from remotely.
I
He's
know.
in the boardroom where you were for 3.5 hours today.
I know. I reckon he's taken it off me, for sure.
Right, we'll keep an eye out for your phone, Roo, and you can look out for us down there. Thank you, Ruan Sims. Kick-off here is just a few moments away. Brendan from Shellharbour asks, did Roo make it west? Yeah, in case you missed Roo during our half-time cross, he made it here well on time, so don't worry about that. Tonight's game, Shop, I mentioned that Canberra have won 4 in a row against the Parramatta Eels. They've scored 40-plus on the past 3 occasions, although it's the Raiders who have had that done to them a fair bit in recent weeks. How do they tidy up their defence tonight?
Yeah, well, obviously, any team that sort of allows momentum to swing in the competition at the moment, if they give away cheap possession by turning over ball, then you're asking for points to be scored against you. So the best way to not concede points is to be controlled with the ball in hand, not make errors, and then discipline when you're defending and not concede ruck infringements or penalties. So that's probably key that I think every coach should be sort of passing those messages on to their players at the moment, and no doubt that's what Ricky's saying to the Raiders.
It is a game tonight under lights here at Western Sydney Stadium that has the potential to be season-defining. And yet, certainly, some games can feel off-Broadway during this midway point of the year, Origin, all the rest of it. There are some big names missing, but it's still 2 points up for grabs, and it will be a big thing. If the Eels at least can be, rather than 4-10, 5-9, likewise the Raiders, who have now lost, 4 out of their past 6, just to improve their win-loss ledger just that little bit more.
Yeah, you're right, Sprig. It is kind of a tipping point this part of the year where, the chances of making the finals start to become mathematical calculations. So, both these teams who we've spoken about having disappointing seasons will want to at least start stringing those wins together and, as you said, just putting a bit of distance between themselves and the bottom of the table and just getting closer to that 8.
Changes are plenty for the Raiders, whereas the Eels are unchanged from their tight loss to the Bulldogs at Stadium Australia back on King's birthday Monday. So Jason Riles staying with that same squad and the same switcheroo at kick-off. Talon De Silva on the bench. Harrison Edwards will start hooker in jersey number 17. 0467 920 222. Thank you, Dion, for your text as always. Someone's got para with the dice emoji on the back of it. Thank you very much for that, and great to have your company throughout the rest of the evening. Thank you, Brendan, for your text as well. And to those who have sent texts reacting to the earlier result, which was Cronulla 10, New Zealand Warriors 8 at Mount Smart Stadium. Thanks to that Braden Trindle long-range 2-point field goal, the difference there, which of course we'll get more of a wrap-up on later on as well. Kick-off here is just mere seconds away. It's also Joe Tarpany's 250th NRL game, so a milestone for the Canberra skipper as they make their way out of the sheds. But keen to see those 2 new faces on their bench. Vena Patuki Case and Kobe Black, who also is listed at 18th. Here come the Raiders. Fullback KO Week, swingers Jed Stewart and Xavier Savage, centres Seb Chris and Matt Timmercore, 5'8" tonight Dane Laurie, halfback Ethan Sanders, lock Jaden Brayley, second rowers Adam Mariota and Zach Hosking, props Corey Horsburgh and Joe Tarpany, the captain, hooker Tom Starling, benches Owen Paddy, Vena Patuki Case, Morgan Smithies, Chevy Stewart, Kobe Black and Joe Roddy is the Raiders listed 1 to 19. That's how they run out tonight And the Eels are just moments away from bursting onto the field here at their home ground, Western Sydney Stadium. Out they come. Led out by Jack Williams, fullback Isaiah Iongi, wingers Brian Kelly and Josh Adokar, centres Jordan Samrani and Sean Russell, 5'8" Joash Papali, halfback Ronald Volkman, lock Jack DeBellin, second rowers Tuolangi and Kautonga, props Moretti and Williams, hooker is Harrison Edwards, bench is Talon Silva, Dylan Walker, Sam Tuivasa, Tiancum Brown, who debuted on Monday against Canterbury Bankstown. On the bench, it's Appa Twiddle and Charlie Geimer. Also in Jason Riles' Eels, who are 4 wins, 9 losses, sitting 16th. The Raiders sitting 14th, 5 and 8. Our ref is Ziggy Shaklasa-Adamski. Touch officials, John Stone and Michael Wise, with Grant Joey Atkins in the bunker. NRL Saturday on ABC Sport. Last tip from you, Rowan Sims.
I'm tipping the away side, the Raiders.
Yeah, so that's how you kept your tip from before. Thank you, Roo. They will kick off here, and you're still last call shop.
I'm sticking
with the Raiders. Here they kick us off here, the Raiders with Ko Weeks down towards that northern goal line, which the Eels will be defending. Williams takes that first hit up, bouncing off Jaden Whaley, and now we'll play it 20 out, 20 in from the western side. Middle of the park here, Edwards directs it to his left-hand side. The Eels in their brilliantly navy blue strip tonight with the yellow details. Bit of a change up for the home side. Edwards gives it off to his left-hand side already, and he's gaining a few more metres here. 35 out now, dragged back by Horsburgh. 30 out, 20 in. Eastern side, Edwards off of that short side left here to Kidioni Kautonga. In his 9th game this year, and now back with a centre field run. The Parramatta Eels this time with the halfback, and now it's end of the set as they kick downfield to Jed Stewart. He's in the side for Civilio Tamale, who's in concussion protocols, and the captain's, the coach's son is tackled 20 out centre field. Comes off to the right-hand side. Stepping run here from Matt Timmercore. Got the pass away to his fullback, and now Weeks is dragged down by Edwards, 30 out. This is Canberra's first set of the game, running right to left. As you look at your radio or ABC Listen app, there's the run from Horsburgh, gains about 6 or 7 metres, and now Tapati hit that line strong. 8 short of the halfway here. He's dragged down by Tuolangi. They come short side left last play. Stab kick here from Ethan Sanders. Picked off down there by Isaiah Iongi. The Parramatta fullback is turned here quite dangerously by Tom Starling. Ref said it was okay. Play at 25 out centre field.
Yeah, strong start by both teams in terms of just getting through the sets with some good running, some good strong carries through the middle of the ruck and then getting to kicks. And there's a real intensity about this game at the moment.
Edwards cramped for him on the right-hand side, comes left here and gains a few more metres himself. He's brought down by Horsburgh. Play it there for Iongi. Off here to DeBellin. Off to the left again here now for Joash Papali. And now again to that left-hand side where Dane Laurie makes the tackle on Josh Adokar. Metre inside Raiders territory. It's second last play here for Parramatta Eels, and no score inside these first